What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to be trying to make the Hello Neighbor Alpha 3 Neighbor House exterior. This is part 2 of 2 for the exterior, and there will be an interior. I do want to just get that out of the way right now. I'm sorry this was so long. I thought I was splitting it up evenly, but the cloth and the rails were just a pain in this part. I'm warning you of that right now, by the way. Figured I'd just point that out. Anyway, I don't have a ton of time to say, and I really don't want to waste your time. So, yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alright, so I want to finish off at least the walls of this red section. We're going to wait a minute to do the roof. Just because I have my notes in a really weird way. But I want to get this out of the way because we were just here, and I feel like that's a logical way. Hold on, let me open my photos up instead of the camera, because that's going to annoy me. So you want to start off with this red section, and let me find the part of the notes. Hold on. It might give me like 15 seconds. Okay. You want to get out red concrete. Not spruce planks, warped planks. I think you need like one mangrove plank, which I might as well get out. Acacia fence, birch doors, and that's kind of everything I want you to get for now, because we're really just finishing off the walls here and getting the fences in place. I don't know if never mind, it's fine, we'll ignore that. So you basically want to come to the I guess the leftmost wall here, and we're going to direct our attention where we will be looking forward at it like this. You can kind of see, I can see the thin part of the wall. And you want to go left from this perspective, from this corner here, and you want to place 3 red concrete, a birch door with a warped plank underneath it, and the handle happens to be facing... I literally cannot see the door from that image. How did I do that? The door handle should be facing right, I believe. I can't actually see it, although I remember these two were different. And the other one is left, so... process of elimination. You then want to place 5 red concrete, right? Am I in the right spot? Yeah. Towards that way by 2. That's not very descriptive, but oh well, hold on. You'll then place a birch door with the handle facing towards the actual back of the build, behind that, like that. And then you want to place 2 red concrete, and not from this corner, but from this last block that we just placed here. You want to bring this right again with 4 red concrete. Another birch door with a mangrove plank under, and this one should also have the handle facing left, I believe, from looking at it. And then you'll place another 4 red concrete, like that. You can fill in these 2 balcony floors in with warped planks. I was like, wait, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, that. This sometimes happens mid-recording. I'm like, wait, what am I trying to tell you to do here? And then I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm telling you to do. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am, for the most part, because I kind of forgot that this was a new recording, so it really didn't matter where I started, although I guess logically, for anybody who's watching these back-to-back, there you go. You can then bring all these red concrete up with 4 red concrete, just so everything is level, and then the doors will be brought up with 3. You should know the drill. I just kicked my desk. That was great. Glad I could have that experience. Alright, my phone's now in the way. Everything's in the way, actually. Okay, there we go. It's getting situated a little better. This isn't too bad, I think, if we take this. Although the roofs, we are doing, not next, but after the next step, they're janky as hell. So, just, like, keep that in mind. Don't get too scared by it. So you want to bring up a couple acacia fences with 4 fences, and do I have an image of the other one? That's a bad one, but it works. So at the, I guess kind of the front or more balcony, that's this one. You want to bring the corner up with 4. And then from the back or more one at this little left row where you have 3, you'll bring the furthermost forward from the actual front of the build, third. And then it might actually be the middle one here. No, it's not, because it's the fourth one from the back. So this is the first, second, third, fourth. That's this one. So it's on the back more half of the center. Perfect English. You can clear your inventory just cause, so we have a fresh slate and get out white wool, warped planks, warped slabs, glass panes, birch doors, smooth quartz blocks, ladders, barriers. Structure voids will not work unless they change that in the update, which I haven't tested that yet. But you kind of have to use barriers because the ladders are weird like that. Dark oak planks, I think, is the other one you need. That sounds right. So you want to take this birch plank wall, or is another part that we might have actually very well ended with this, although I wanted to just get that out of the way. So you want to take the... Let me just, like, check, because this is... Hold on, let me see if it has a specific... Okay, well, you want to place... We'll just go from the bottom one, actually, because that's what I have. You want to place 14 white wool. You then want to go right with 1, and then you want to place a birch door with a warped plank under, and the handle should also be facing left if you're looking at it from the back, so you can kind of see how that looks. You'll then bring it, I guess... Going across still 2 more white wool, and then you'll just go towards the actual back of the build with 13 white wool. Just to get it out of the way, you want to fill in the floor here with smooth quartz blocks. This wants to be in line with the pillar quartz blocks. Yeah. Whoa, we're getting somewhere. Okay, there we go. Bam. Bring the white wool, all of it up with an additional row of white wool. There's some weird things that are going to happen in a second here, but we're going to ignore that. And then you want to start from the where we ended, which is this part right here. And you want to go back forward, and you want to place... hold on. 2 white wool moving forward. Glass pane. White wool. Glass pane, and then you want to bring the white... Oh, God. The white wool the rest of the way around. Not dark oak planks, including above the birch door, in case that was relevant. You'll then want to copy that row one more time. And then the next row is a little strange. I'm going to start with a simple... I guess not the simple part, but basically above where the birch door is here at the back, or I guess the front technically. Just on top of the top white wool, you want to place a warped plank there. I have no idea why that's there, but it's there. And then you want to just place white wool on top of the rest of everything here, and that's pretty simple. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll do one more thing here. You want to kind of 1 block away from the birch door in line with the top row of white wool. You want to place a row of dark oak planks. Again, I think that's the ceiling clipping through, if I'm correct. Or the roof, I mean, but I have no idea. And then the rest of this wants to be filled in with upside down warp slabs in line with the white wool. And you kind of just want to, you know, only fill in this little rectangle. Like that. In line with the birch door, you want to kind of be on this red concrete wall. And in line with this birch fence here on this balcony, you want to place ladders moving up. And then once you hit the pillar quartz block, you go up with a barrier with a ladder on it, like that. Pretty simple. Nothing crazy happening here. Okay. Behind the smooth red sandstone, specifically the right side here, you can place... I'm just going to do, like, the top 5 blocks. You want to place white wool and then just connect it to the other white wool, like so. Pretty simple. So this is what you have from an overhead. We're starting to get progress done, finally. Well, not finally, but I haven't touched this in, like, a week, so for me it's finally, I suppose. I'm going to actually tuck these barriers away, because I think we're going to clear inventory anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you to. Just clear everything and get out. We do need some materials again, which is cringe, but whatever. Dark oak stairs. Dark oak slabs. Dark oak planks. Warped planks. And we'll go warped slabs, and I think that's all I want to get out right now. So, from the smooth red sandstone section, this is where things start to get janky, so I want you to kind of pay attention and I don't know, figure it out. You want to place it in front of the top row of smooth red sandstone. You want to place a row of dark oak stairs. It does not want to overhang. It just kind of wants to sit there like that. It's really awkward, but that do be that way. You then want to bring it up diagonally backward with 2 more rows of dark oak stairs. Except you want no overhang. You want no upside down dark oak stairs. You don't even want that. That's just a placeholder. I don't know why you use slabs, though. You just kind of want it to do this. And then you go backward diagonally upward with a row of dark oak slabs, which again, there's no overhang or underhang. It's kind of just there. It's really weird. I don't exactly know why, but oh well. And then a block in from the smooth red sandstone, you want to place warped planks under this. You're going to want to start with like a little L shape, and then you'll just take the bottom and bring it back a block as well, so you have a triangle. We're not bringing this roof down. Hold on. Yeah, you don't want to do this going down yet, because we have some weird things happening. Because you want to take this top row of white wool here, this kind of one going front to back. You're ignoring this little, like, sticky outy part here. You want to place a row of dark oak stairs up diagonally out like that. And it does want to overhang this time. And then you want to... Basically, this row of white wool that goes across, you'll place dark oak stairs on top. And again, it doesn't overhang. Just before I forget, while we're actually looking at this, you do want to place white wool, or dark oak stairs, excuse me, off the back of that top row of white wool like that. That'll kind of create that peak almost perfectly. Obviously, it's still missing that block, but we'll do that right now, because you want to actually go from this packed dark oak stair, you'll go upside down dark oak stair moving left, and then dark oak stair on top of that, and then that will also kind of do the same, connecting to the front. Oh god, and then it will also connect across. And there's really nothing here yet. You basically want to just put it into place. So you're creating a triangular peak like that. Ow, I just, like, hit my finger in an awkward angle. That did not feel great. Anyway. Now, you want to keep going kind of up, and you want to place another row of dark oak stairs. This row of stairs wants to have a 1 block gap between the end of it and the slabs here at the front, which is there. You can see that little gap. And then you also, again, you still want your upside down stairs. And then I'd place, right from my perspective, if you're looking towards the front, left if you're looking towards the back, you'll place a dark oak plank with a slab on top. And the slab will go to the same spot, and we'll actually just have a plank under it. And then you can, hold on, where am I? And then you do want to place a row of dark oak stairs going right from that. And I'm going to place an upside down dark oak stair there. I don't know exactly what that... Well, I know it does that at least, but I don't know how far that goes. I'm pretty sure that's as far as it goes. Although, I'll let you know on that in a little bit. So, that's throwing me off for some reason. Like, back here, you want to just bring the white wool up by 1, and then the warp slabs will be brought up with warp planks just to fill in that peak. Like so. It kind of has a smooth little transition, which sometimes I like that, although, I don't know, man. This thing is weird. Divert your attention. Do we want to go back to the front, actually? Give me a second. Yeah, I'm going to do this just to get it out of the way. Kind of in front of this peak here, you want to take this dark oak stair corner and bring it across with 3 planks. Like that. Again, it's weird, it's janky, I don't understand it, but we're gonna just go with it. So, okay, do I have an image of that? Because I kind of should have one, hopefully. I don't? That's awesome. I'm very glad to hear that. Okay, well that actually shouldn't be too weird, hopefully. That's fine, though. So, we want to now deal with this red concrete whole, like, ordeal of lines and stuff. Off of the left side, you want to... Do I want to do this actually right now? Because I really want to do something before I forget. Yeah, I'm going to actually do this first. Get out quickly stone brick walls and mangrove trapdoors. You don't want to clear inventory yet. And you have this row of terracotta here. We're still at the left side. And off the bottom row, you want to place a row of warp slabs like that. At the 4th terracotta back, you want to place stone brick walls moving up, and then it will stop at this row of warped planks. Bottom one, you'll bring left by 1 and just place a mangrove trapdoor on top of that sticky outy guy, like that. That's your little pipe that drains. It doesn't actually connect, I don't think. At least I don't have it connecting. But it drains the thing in here. It's the room with the guitar in Act 3. I don't know if it has anything in this. I can't remember. I don't play enough Alpha 3. Anyway, now let's actually think about this roof here. Off this red concrete row here at the left, you want to go up diagonally left with the dark oak plank. And this plank wants to go backwards, so it's a total of 16, if I'm correct. I'm looking at the wrong section. Hold on. Let me go down more. Oh boy. Oh boy, yeah, it's 16 total. So you'll bring it back by 15. It should actually be in line with this acacia fence, which is correct. And then you want to bring it right here by 9. And then you'll go back with 8 dark oak stairs. And they should face left. We're going to ignore those stairs. Those are just there, so we have them. Off of the back row of planks, you want to place dark oak slabs. And these slabs want to also go off the left side of that back block like that. And then the rest of this will be dark oak stairs, and these dark oak stairs will end up having, I think, is it 3 or 4 total? Hold on. I'm getting contradicting messages. Okay. You would then want to go up diagonally right from this row with 3 rows of dark oak stairs. You will have an underhang for this. However, for the intention of filling in this roof, I'm going to wait on it because it makes it easier. Like so. And then we will have some yellow to fill in there later, but that's not really important right now. I mean, you can kind of see where you'd have to fill in, but I'm not going to worry about it because there's, like, other stuff that's going to happen with that anyway. So, we're going to ignore this row of planks now, and you want to come to this back dark oak stair. And I'm going to divert myself so I'm looking towards the front, and we're going to call that the right side now. Because you want to bring this dark oak stair left with upside down dark oak stair, and then an upside down dark oak slab. Bring either of those up with slabs, then bring that top slab left with a plank, left with an upside down slab, up with a slab, left with a plank, and then you want to bring this whole setup forward a row. Okay, sorry, I was looking at something and I was like, wait, hold on. That's going to include the upside down stuff, by the way. It's everything. And then you want to take this back row and only the back row, and you want to bring this plank here left with 2 planks, and you're basically going to copy this pattern going down. So left with slab, down with upside down slab, left with plank, left with 2 slabs, and then under the right slab it'll be upside down slab, under the left one will be upside down stair facing left, and then you'll place stair left off of that. Okay, that actually makes more sense now, never mind. So, this is going to get weird though. Like, there's no avoiding this getting weird. But I guess what I'm going to start with is come back to these planks here, and you want to basically go up with dark oak slab row, dark oak plank row, and you kind of want to make a slab peak, and you want to have a total of 6. So that'll be including the bottom. So you're going to go up 4 basically. So it's, you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll stop a block short of those stairs actually, if that helps at all. And then now you can kind of put an underhang on the stairs that you need one for, so you're going to place basically where you have slabs in the way, you're going to make them planks, and then it'll be upside down dark oak stairs, which you only need 2 of, actually. It's very simple. And then, okay. I would probably connect this row of planks to this row of planks here. Like, I'd basically connect these 2 peaks together, and you're going to kind of see. You'll have, basically, if you connect the 2 planks together like that, you're kind of going to just follow the pattern for a little bit. Some of it gets strange. And frankly, I don't actually know what's happening. Okay, so it's basically just 2 rows of slabs there. That's the only change that there is. That's not horrible. And then I want to do one more thing, I think, before we actually connect all of these roofs. And this is going to get really ugly. I'm just warning you. Come back to the front here where you have these 2 little smooth red sandstones that kind of stick out. And they connect the yellow to the smooth red sandstone. You want to, off the top blocks, go forward, upward, diagonally forward of the row of dark oak slabs. Then go back with planks. Upward, diagonally back with dark oak slabs. And you want to keep doing this until you're in line with that back peak. And you can actually just take this row of dark oak planks and just bring this forward. And you can see it'll end actually in line with the back of the yellow concrete, which is pretty nice. That's nice math. I like that. And then, essentially, that will actually give you a rectangle if you've done everything correctly here. And you're just going to want to fill this rectangle in with dark oak planks. You don't have to worry about under those stairs there, however. That should be fine. Because that'll get covered up with our warped plank ceiling. In worst case, if we have to do something on the inside for it, then we can. Although, 99.8% sure that you don't. There's nothing involving those stairs on the inside. There's really nothing involving any of the roofs, to be honest. None of the roofs are important once we get to the inside, other than the one clipping through, which I actually don't know if that lines up. I kind of want to check that now. Like, would that line up with where the roof would actually clip through, or is it just there? I mean, obviously the game might line up differently than mine does. No, yeah, it doesn't, because it'd have to be, like, I think one more or two more blocks back. Oh no, one more block back, actually. So it's pretty close. Yeah, not bad. Okay, now this is where things get weird. You're basically just connecting everything. So you're taking this row specifically, this kind of the brighter more portion of the back roof, and then that will basically extend forward. This first row of stairs will just run into this wall here, and then these two rows of slabs will end up stopping here and turning into a row of stairs. Let me see. Actually, let me get the image out here while I'm also doing this. Do I have an image of it? I should. Maybe I don't. I have that image, but that image frankly doesn't help me. Yeah, and then once you hit the front, though, with this, then you're gonna kind of turn. Hold on, let me actually go take an image. I'll be back, because I need to make sure I do this right. There is actually one thing worth adding here, too, because you want to bring... Okay, hold on, let me look at it again. It's not... No, it is. It's this one. You want to basically make this stair go... left with another stair that faces back, and then it will be a plank, and then it'll end up being the 3 stairs at the end. And then you'll basically have another row of stairs down, which it only goes... I don't think it actually goes that far. Yeah, this one goes 1 or 2. It only goes 1, and then there will be a row of planks here. And what is also worth noting is that you're going to have... on top of this row of smooth red sandstone, you're going to have some dark oak slabs, and that will also kind of mesh that a little bit better. So you can kind of see what I have there. It's a mess. I can't even lie to you. I don't know why it's like this, but, I mean, hey, to each their own. And then I would actually watch that, because I think it's a row, this row of dark oak planks here. Is that, yeah, that is a row of planks. This will come back, and that will kind of divide this a little bit. And then... this row of planks, basically, obviously in this little gap to the right of it, or, yeah, to the right of it, it'll be dark oak slabs. And then, kind of from here, it's this roof here connecting to that back one. And this one kind of just dies, almost. So, basically, this row of dark oak stairs is kind of in between this planks and the other planks. It'll be dark oak slabs, it'll go back and connect to this row of dark oak slabs. And then from here, it's kind of just like a peak connecting this little rectangle here. So you'll see dark oak slabs will come around and then connect forward, and then it'll just be the rows of planks in the middle. I'm sorry that was an absolute nightmare, but, you know, I'll show you an overhead, and hopefully it's not, or hopefully it makes a little bit of sense at the very least, because you can kind of see, the back is fine, the back's not a problem, but, like, this area gets weird. There's a row of stairs here, and then a row of slabs, by the way. I know that's kind of weird to see. But yeah, that's basically what it does. It's strange. I don't know why. Alpha 3's roofs are, like, really not put together well. I'm gonna be entirely honest. Like, they're kind of just, like, jammed together, and they hope it works. At least the final game, the roofs were polished. I'll give it that much credit. Alright, now I want to come back to the back peaks here, because I just want to get these kind of filled in. So, essentially, the kind of back corner one, it's this one right here, the balcony with 2 doors. This will just be filled in with warp planks directly above this row of red concrete here. Nothing crazy. Except maybe everything's crazy, I really don't know. And then the back one, I'm going to start with actually taking these upside down dark oak stairs here at the... It's going to go... Okay, no, that doesn't help at all. It's going to be at the right side if you're looking towards the front. It's these 2 right here. There should be 2 of them. The other side there's only 1. And this will just be brought back by 2, and then there'll be a red concrete here. Should be a red concrete. Now you want to... Hold on, let me find it. because I don't know where this part is. So you want to, from this, the shorter side of the peak, or the one that, yeah, I guess the shorter side, you want to leave a 1-block gap moving forward and then place a row of warp planks. And then everything in front of this, you'll fill in this little ceiling in with warp planks. Not everything, but you get the point. This row here, hold on, I don't think I can see that. Can I see it from here? Oh, there goes my dark oak, guys. Okay, I believe it's a row of warp planks. It won't matter a ton either way, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's the thing with tutorials, you never know. Like, there's so many notes I have to take for these, especially. It gets brutal, man. You want to then bring this peak forward to the row of warp slabs, and then you want to take the right 2 and left 2 blocks and make them planks. Which... Why not giving you that? Yeah. And then, kind of in a block, you'll just fill in the top with warp planks. Now, I don't have this done exactly right, I don't think. But I just fill in back with upside down dark oak slabs like that. I have it, I'll show you what I have it. I think it's just a misplaced, though. Because I don't have one here. I have it like, hold on. Like that, basically. Which isn't exactly helpful. Okay, yeah, so that is actually 1 row of dark oak, because I have a picture of this peak. That's what I have it. I don't think that's right. I think that was just me being really bad at placing blocks. But I'm going to leave it as that on this, because I don't know, man. I don't know what's accurate and what isn't accurate. So we have 1 roof left to do before we get to build another house section, finally. Also, I got to remember to do this later. How can I forget that? There's no way I'm not going to forget that. Well... I say that, but it'll be in the video, I promise. Heck, I'll even tell them the end of this particular recording part. Oh my god, where is it? There it is. You want to, at the front here, you don't have a row of pillar cords, but basically imagine that there is one here. And you want to, off the front here, you want to place a row of dark oak stairs. Kind of, how do I say that? Forward diagonally upward from the top row of red concrete. Except you don't want to cover that pillar quartz corner. That pillar quartz corner is a little strange. You then want to go up diagonally back with a row of dark oak planks, and then you'll bring that row of planks up with a row of dark oak slabs. Again, making sure you leave this corner. I don't know why it's like that, but it is so. On the right side, you want to place dark oak stairs again. That would be, it's kind of upward diagonal right off the red concrete. And once you go all the way until the back, and it again wants to leave that front corner open. That front corner kind of just sticks up and is vibing, except it wants to go in line with the back. You then want to go up diagonally in with a row of slabs, and then... Actually, I'm going to say a row of upside-down dark oak slabs. And then another row of dark oak slabs. So it'll be in line with the front section like that, except it's kind of weird. At the... Okay, what do I want to get rid of? White wool? Yeah, white wool. Get rid of white wool, get out smooth quartz quickly. And... I'm going to tell you to actually, before we do that, fill in this roof with dark oak slab. So basically take this back dark oak slab and connect it into the white wool. And then you want to fill in this kind of rectangle that you have. And that should give you a roof. Crazy, right? Except we'll have a little gap, which we will have to fill in, which is an easy one, but it's still there. Again, I'm telling you, man, this is top tier janky. At the back here, you want to, a block in, you have this row of upside down dark oak slabs, and the second one back, you want to just make it a dark oak plank. And then place a smooth quartz block to the side of that. I really don't know why that's like that, actually, but I'm assuming that it should be smooth quartz under that upside down slab, but you can't obviously do that. And then the rest of the peak you want to fill in line with the pillar quartz, just in with dark oak planks like that. Or not really the peak, but I guess the roof. The side of the roof. Like so. Pretty easy. Not really. It's weird, but it's easy. Okay. Clear your inventory and get out. Oh, God. Cyan concrete. Warp planks. I'm just going to get out actually roof materials, too. Dark oak stairs. Dark oak slabs. Dark oak planks. And we'll go yellow concrete. And... I'm gonna get the mangrove stuff in a second here. And then that will be the end of, not the part, but that'll be the end of this little recording part, I suppose. Not that that matters to you, but you know. So when I come to this yellow concrete, and you have this, like, kind of rectangle carved out of the front of it here. And you want to come to the bottom left-hand corner of that, and you want to place a cyan concrete. You then want to bring this cyan concrete forward by 6. Then right by 20. Then back by 17. Then left by 20. And then forward by 5. Like so. If you want, and I'm actually going to, I'm going to just connect the rest of that rectangle like that. So you have a, it's like a 21 by 18 or something. You then can fill in the floor of this in with warped planks. I'm again just going to fill in the entire thing. It'll, I think, make it a little bit easier. Because I'm pretty sure that the door that's inside is actually, like, it goes into the yellow concrete. So basically, it doesn't kind of, like, it's basically going to be here that the floor will be broken to go down into that room. Although I actually don't know how that room is. Again, I have it done already. I'm just saying this just to, I'm just throwing thoughts out there. But yeah. Obviously, I'll have it ready, and you'll get news whenever the actual stuff is out. But, or whenever, you know, whenever the interior is there, it'll be done. But I believe that's how it works, if I can recall correctly. It's also that way on Act 3, so it seems like that would be logical. Alright, there we go. Now I have a nice platform to work off of. You want to, at the front and the back, you want to go left to right, and you want to place 8 cyan concrete. Then leave a 3-block gap, and then place 10 cyan concrete. And again, you do both the front and the back. They should align. Like that. They should be perfectly aligned, so if you, I don't know, if you flew through one, you'd come out the other. Assuming you're flying straight. Then going back to front, at the right side, you want to place 3 cyan concrete. Leave a 1-block gap, and then place 12 cyan concrete. I'm just going to fill in the left side as well as we go, because, you know, why not? You then want to copy that row 2 more times. Not that there's much of a row, but you know what I mean. I guess there kind of is a row. I'm not looking forward to the, the cloth part, by the way. Basically, the entire right side, which I haven't done on purpose. Well, not really. But I don't know why I saved the hardest for last, because frankly, the roofs are easier than that. Because the smooth quartz is just going to take forever to do. Or the cloth, I should say, that is smooth quartz. Because of the, I'm going to show you how to do the pattern block for block. So, okay, now what you want to do is you basically want to bring everything up with 2 rows of cyan concrete. Except at the train stations, or the doors at the front and the back, the really big openings, you want to just bring only the top row of cyan concrete across. The bottom row will just leave a gap still. And then at the little window at the right side, that will have the first row go over top. Because that seems easy. Enough, at least. Just like so. Next step is the roof, which I'm not looking forward to this one either. We're going to also just fill in this roof entirely, and then we'll come back and connect the yellow to it. I know that's dumb, but oh well. So, at the cyan concrete section, you want to take the front... No, I lied. You want to take the left side, and you want to place a row of dark oak stairs off of the cyan concrete directly. Again, no overhanging or anything. You then want to bring this up diagonally to the right with 2 dark oak stair rows. And again, there's no overhang, there's no underhang, there's nothing. It's just flat stairs. It really is weird, but whatever. Now, at the right side, you kind of want to do the same thing. You want to place that original row still. It doesn't want to overhang off the back. But at the front, it does want to overhang. And this one wants to actually face forward, so it kind of curls a little bit to the left like that. And then you'll place the next 2 rows, and they'll be actually 2 rows shorter than the row before it, just because that's the way that everything connects. And then there's no curling with that. It's just like that. I actually made that one too short. There we go. Off the front and the back, you want to place a row of ups and down dark oak slabs. And you want to... At the front, you'll actually connect this to this right dark oak stair, but at the left, you're going to leave 2 blocks of cyan concrete just open. And then at the back, it'll be the same thing, so it should be 2 off either side. Although I'm going to confirm that the bottom row is actually like that or not. Give me a moment. Yeah, okay, it is like that. And then you're going to want to go in with dark oak slab rows, and then we'll just keep going up on both sides. Dark oak slab, dark oak plank, dark oak slab, whatever, until it connects, or until it's in line with the top height of the dark oak stairs. Again, man, it's weird. I don't know. I really don't know. Except at the right side, it will end up connecting to the stairs. At the front right, I should specifically say. Right? Front right? Yeah, okay. I was making sure that I had that right, because I could also orient this wrong, because the room is fairly easy to do that with. So just, like, make sure you know the yellow is going to be on your left, and the open vastness of space is currently going to be on your right. Yeah, and then if you look through the back, you'll see a roof. If you look at the front, you probably won't. Yeah, okay. So I think on Act 3 you will. I'm not looking forward to Act 3, man. This has been enough of a struggle, let alone I gotta do this again, like, man. So Act 3 might actually be easier, because at least it has logical roofs and stuff. And I didn't go crazy with, like, making the roof sag like I did on Act 1 and 2. So that should make it a little easier. Anywho. It's time for the yellow concrete section. I'm going to start by actually just, like, filling in the stuff that should be logically filled in, like this little gap here, and then, like, a little back here. Now, off the front of the yellow concrete, you want to go up diagonally forward to the row of dark oak stairs, and this wants to overhang. This is the most normal section on the whole thing. And then at the, going back here at the overhanging block, you want to place ups and down dark oak stair, up with dark oak stair, back with ups and down dark oak stair, up with dark oak stair. Hold on, let me get the image out of that peak. Where is it? Did I start with it? I might have. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I did start with it. Interesting. And then you're going to want to go back with an ups and down dark oak stair facing back, up with a dark oak slab, and you also want to bring that ups and down dark oak stair back with plank, back with slab, down with ups and down dark oak slab, back with plank, back with slab, down with the ups and down dark oak stair facing forward, and then back with the dark oak stair facing back. That's the same move as it is on Act 3. Now, with this, I don't actually know if it's like this. I cannot get a good look at it. There's pretty much no way, or maybe there is a way, but I couldn't get a good look, so I'm pretty sure I just left it and didn't think twice. But yeah, you're gonna end up filling in your peak, obviously, in with yellow concrete here, and then this roof will just kind of connect into the dark oak stairs here. It should. I have an overhead of it that shows. Yes, it does. It just normally connects. Just so you know, this row of stairs. You're gonna have to break stairs for this and stuff, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Basically, stairs go into stairs, and then the slab will go into also stairs. Planks will go instead of stairs, and then stairs will go instead of slabs. If you have slab and plank, I don't know what you're doing, frankly. But yeah, that's what you should have. You can see how that connects. It's fairly nice. I kind of gave up on telling you specifically how to do it. Can't even lie. So yeah, that's like that portion done. You can kind of see this actually looks... Frankly, at this point, it looks a lot like Act 3 if it were unfinished. Can't even lie. But, yeah, I'm going to show you how to quickly do this, and then, yeah. Alrighty, so for this you need mangrove slabs and mangrove planks, and I'm also going to grab dark oak stairs as a failsafe in case, I explode everything. So you want to come to the right side here of this roof, and you want to basically come to this row of pillar quartz blocks, and you're going to count 4 diagonally left to this dark oak stair. See the one I'm highlighting? I really should have the other highlight on because I feel like that's a lot better. I got to turn that on at some point. You then want to count forward another one and place a mangrove slab right of this stair, and then bring that forward with another mangrove slab. That's where the fun begins. Then you want to come back to that stair in front of that left of that front slab, sorry. And then you want to count or forward 2, and then on top of that dark oak stair, place another mangrove slab, and then bring it forward by 1. Then the slab to the left of that front one, you want to count forward 3 from it, place another mangrove slab, and then bring another one forward. The stair to the left of that back more slab, you want to count back by 2, and then break these 2 dark oak stairs and replace them with mangrove planks. Then count back to the second stair behind that, and on top of that stair, place mangrove slab, bring it back 1. Then count right 2, so you should be in line with the wall. And you actually want to be on the row dark oak stairs above that, sorry. So you want to be here. And then on top of that dark oak stair, you want to place another mangrove slab. Then come to the stair left of it, and then count forward by 4. And break these 2 dark oak stairs moving forward and place mangrove planks. And there you go. That's the parkour jumps done. I hate every minute of these in the game, but yeah. So, before we even start, I just want to warn you, the next, 35-ish minutes of this are going to be the worst 35 minutes of this entire Alpha 3 tutorial. Not because of well, I guess it is kind of the way that I'm going to do it, but it's so specific. Because we have the hanging room, which you can actually see. We have the cloth room, and those 2 rooms alone are, the worst part of this. So, materials you need for this ordeal, we also have the windmill, which the windmill is not exactly a huge concern, but it's still there. You need warp stairs, you need prismarine bricks, blue terracotta, birch planks, smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz stairs, smooth quartz slabs, and we'll go warp slabs, and I guess nether brick fence. That'll get us all the way through, at least getting that thing kind of set up, the hanging room. So yeah, you want to come to the back, you want to come to the back right here, and you essentially want to come to the pillar quartz corner, where there's 2 light blue walls here. And you want to count over to the 3rd brick block, and you want to bring it out with 2 upside down, or actually 3 upside down warp stairs, sorry. And then go across, and go left, so right from my perspective, actually, across the back, I guess, with 2, and then connect back to the build with 2 more. You then want to bring each of these up with, hold on, let me get the number, because I have it written down, and I need to make sure that I have it, give me a second to pull up the note sheet, I was not ready. You want to bring each of these warp stairs up with 48 prismarine bricks. And, yeah. It's kind of tall. Do I have any marker for you? If you okay, well, it's way higher than, anything else. I think this number specifically, though, if you even got it wrong by, 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. So I guess I wouldn't be too concerned, because there's literally nothing that happens with this. Act 3 is a different story, because Act 3's goes crazy. But, yeah, this one's not really a concern, so even if you mess it up, I wouldn't be concerned about it. Just figured out to throw that out there, because it is a big number. Although, make sure to get the next numbers right, I guess. Haha. And you do actually want to box this off, so it's gonna give you a 3x3, essentially, which you're literally just taking, the front and connecting it. It's not really that hard. And this does end up being the tallest part of the house for right now. Which is kind of crazy. God, I think this particularly, though, puts in perspective how much more Act 3 has. You know what, I'm gonna even put I'm gonna just put a plank there because I feel like it. I don't know why. You don't really have to do the whole row. I'm just doing the whole row because I can. Although that might end up being broken by me later because, yeah. There you go. Now you want to take the front row of prismarine bricks, and you want to, off of the front right-hand corner, that's this one, you want to go right with 8 birch planks, forward with 13, left with 15, back with 13, and And then you want to connect right with 4, like so. You then want to bring each birch plank down with 15 blue terracotta per block. I don't know why this section's so massive, but it is. It's not going to be a fun section to do, can't even lie. I think I'm 1 off. I am 1 off. I know it. But, yeah, this kind of is easy. This is an easy start here. Like, there's nothing crazy happening. I'm going to try to make this easy. I have to do this block by block because I want to show you how I specifically did the cloth. Because that's, I mean, there are obviously multiple ways to do it, and you don't have to do it specifically how I do. However, I made mine as best as I could to the game. Now, obviously, it's not perfect because this is Minecraft and it's blocky, but, you know, I put in an effort, so. Oh, I kind of forgot about a material. That's awkward. Oh, God. This might be a minute. Me on keyboard also doesn't make this any faster. Oh, okay, man. That's great. Yeah, we're almost there, though. Two walls down, 2 more to go. This is sufferable. Or is suffering. Maybe it's both, I don't really know. I feel like especially with these houses, like, you know, I mean, Alpha 3 is not that bad because I only, I guess, had to make it twice. But when you, like, look at Act 3, I've made Act 3 now, it'll be 4 times. Plus turning it into Alpha 4 and Alpha 3. Like, man, that's too much Act 3 for me. But, I mean, I guess it is worth it because, you know, everybody does really enjoy these, which is good. Also, I'm recording this today that I uploaded the McDonald's extra, and I'm glad to see that is, like, so far in the first, you know, 50 minutes is doing very good, which is nice. Because, you know. But it's crazy how, like, how much better my tutorials are now doing. Like, I used to be, like, 30, 40 views a tutorial on average, but now I'm getting, like, 100 consistently, which is awesome. It's very nice to see that. 100's still not crazy, but, I mean, like, you know. That's probably more than I'd ever imagine getting on a video. I hate to say it, but, you know. I feel like you come into YouTube not with a goal to, like, be like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna have 1 million subs. Like, you obviously dream of that, but, you know, you're not like, alright, yeah, let's... You're not like, yep, this is happening for sure. It's kind of hard to believe. Anyway. Once you've gone through that pain, you don't have to fill in the ceiling of this. You can if you want. It really, frankly, doesn't matter that much. Although you do have to fill in the floor with birch planks in line with that bottom row of blue terracotta. Trims are weird on this as well. Just like the whole thing is weird in general, to be honest. But yeah, again, it's not gonna be perfectly accurate, I don't think, what I have. Granted, because Alpha 3 is so freaking dark. But I did some questionable parkour maneuvers to, like, get views of, like, that roof and stuff. So, I mean, you know, it was kind of funny, but, you know, I don't exactly think that you can get everything because of how dark it is. Although, you can also pump up your settings a little bit. Okay, you can get rid of your birch planks, I think, and you get out birch trapdoors. And you want to come to the front right-hand corner of this. And you want to, from this, you want to count left by 4. Back by 1, and you want to break these 2 blocks and place birch trapdoors in them. I'd go on the upper half, and I'd have them like that. I would also go to the top side. Well, give me a second. And I just block it off. I'm going to use blue terracotta. I did use black concrete because that's better, but it doesn't matter because shadows and stuff are going to get in your way anyway. So... on top of the birch planks, you want to place smooth quartz slabs. This is where the fun begins. Not really. There's nothing fun about this section at all. Also, this might take me a good couple of minutes. Well, more than. And you do want to fill in the middle of this. Because the way that I'm doing this, I was not taking notes on each number. So I have my console up currently, my PS5 up, because this is being recorded on PC. And, gonna just do some looking at it. I'm probably actually gonna go in strips down. I feel like that's more logical. And this next step is kind of important, so don't mess this up, obviously, but, you know. I'm gonna just start by marking it, I think. So, yeah, once you have that, there you go. I did go over the prismarine bricks there, by the way, in case that's important, which it is. On the front, you want to bring this forward with 4 rows. On the left, you want to bring it left with 2 rows. At the back, you want to bring it back with 3 rows. And at the right, you want to bring it right with 3 rows. Except when you do this, you want to essentially round off the corners a little bit. So, like, I'm going to go, like, you see, if I box that off like that, oh, that's not even far enough. If I box it off like that, you're going to just break that very corner. That's the only, like, weird thing about this part specifically. And then the fun starts totally. I guess I'll start with the right side. I think I feel like the right side's the easiest to start with because it has the least to it. I don't know why that's funny. It just kind of is. Strategical. Yeah, we'll start with the right, and then I think we'll do front, and then left, and then back. No particular reason why, just because I want to do the right first, and then it seems logical to do the front next. Alright, there you go. And then now we're going to start doing the fun stuff. Hold on, let me get my controller nice and ready, and also get in a better position so I can see what's happening. Alrighty, so each smooth quartz slab here at the right side, you want to bring down diagonally to the right with a smooth quartz stair. Like so. And then it doesn't want to go any further or anything. Although on the front and the back, you can go, oh god, you can place a smooth quartz slab and then bring it left with a block. And that will kind of just like fill in that corner. Let's start with the front right, I guess. That seems logical. From the smooth quartz slab here, you want to bring it down with... Alright, so as you can see, I made a little mistake here, but this is a fairly easy fix. You want to, instead, I basically brought this slab down. You want to bring this slab here down with 1 block, forward with a slab, and then down with, I believe it's 9 blocks. It's 7 blocks. And then you want to start this whole ordeal. So, yeah. Go right 1 from that. And then go down 1, right with a slab, and then down with 5 blocks. So that gets that little row done. Man, this is going to be awkward, isn't it? You want to take the smooth quartz slab here, and you want to essentially come to the block left of it, and then you want to bring that block down with a block, out with a stair, and then down with 5 blocks. So I'll stick 1 down further than the other row, which is right. You then can bring the whole all the blocks below these stairs right with a row. And then you want to take the bottom 3 blocks and bring them forward, and then place a smooth quartz slab on top. That's a corner. That's probably the easiest corner, to be honest. Let me start tracing this back up now. Okay, so we're going to start going back. I'm going to actually probably trace... Yeah, I'm going to trace this almost. So you want to take this block here, and you want to bring it back 1, up 1, back 1, up 1, up with a stair that faces forward, back 1 with a block, up 1, and then down... Actually, no, before you do that, you want to place a slab on top. And then below that block that's behind that stair, you want to go down 4 blocks. And then you want to go forward 1, down 1, forward 1, down 1. And then you're going to just fill in the little middle there, like that. Now, alright, so we're going to kind of trace... sort of around this. You want to come to the smooth quartz slab at the top and bring it left with a block. And then you want to bring that block back 1. Hold on. Down by 5. And then you want to take not the bottom block, not the block above that, but the 3rd one up. That's this one. And you want to bring it back 1, up 1, back 1, up 1, back 2, up 1, back 3, down with an upside down slab, back with a slab, up with a block, back with 2 blocks, down with a block. Hold on, let me get a little bit closer here. Right with 3 blocks, down with a block. I guess, sorry, back there, not right. I'm screwing that direction up. So then down 1, back 1, down 1, back 1, down 1. And then you can connect this back row up to the stairs. And I just fill in this area above here. And I can show you. I would recommend, I probably should have done this. I'm going to only fill in what I have to here at this side as well, because I frankly don't know how the inside works. I didn't look at that. I'm going to assume that it perfectly, like, kind of traces what I have. Alright, there you go. Pretty nice. Now, from that bottom block there at the back, from that bottom block there at the back, you want to go back diagonally to the right with a block. You want to bring that block up with a slab, and then also down with 2 blocks. I'd bring not the bottom block, but the block above that, just left by 1, just because that looks nicer. And I'd also bring the top block, the one directly below that slab. I'd bring it back 1, up by 4, then back with a slab, down with 3 blocks. Man, this is weird. Right with a slab, down with 5 blocks, and then you want to take not the bottom block, but the block above that, bring it forward 1, up with another block, and then a stair on top that faces right. We gotta keep going down, though. From that bottom block of that slab row, which is, it's the lowest block we have right now on this corner, you want to go back diagonally to the right 1 with another block. Bring it down by 4. Back 1. Up 2, and then up with a slab. You can then bring that whole row, that back row, left a row, and then the slab, you want to put a block behind the, or I guess left of the slab, not behind it, and then bring it up with a block, and then a slab. You then want to bring that slab forward with a block, and then up with another slab. This is so weird, man. Then you want to take that top slab here, this one, bring it right, no, sorry, left with a block, and then you want to bring that block down by 5. Oh, God. And also that block wants to come up by 1, and then up with a stair that faces right. And you should also fill in this little gap there. Then bring that stair left with a block, and bring that block up with another block, and then a slab. I'd go forward from that slab of the block, so towards the actual front of the build. Then bring that block up by 3. So then you'll have this slab here, and it'll have a block in front of it, and it should have a block also to the left of it. You then want to bring that block up with an additional block, and then a slab, and then you can fill in this little gap here, just kind of in line with this wall here. Like so. And then that's another corner basically done. That's the right side, I mean, fairly done. This side is the easiest, though. So, maybe I should do the back next. I was saying I was going to do the front next. But yeah, I'm going to do the front next, I think. And then we'll just, like, go right to left. The front is not horrible until we get to the middle. The middle gets a little complicated. But you do want to come to the front side, and you want to... You're going to also, again, want to place this row of stairs with that slab and everything. So you'll have this block here, and then there'll be a slab in front of that block, and then we'll just go left with stairs. And I'm actually going to do this going all the way around just because it does go all the way around. So it's just nice to get it out of the way because we can then just build straight off of it, not have to worry about placing it again. And then if you do everything correctly, it should line up with the back like that. You'll have that block already there, and then you just have to place the slab and the stairs, obviously. Alright, so from the front, let's get this thing rolling. You want to take this front slab here, and you want to, let me make sure I'm on the right one. Let me make sure everything in general is right here. Okay, I didn't have that placed though. Yeah, so that should be like that. You want to bring this slab here down with 14 blocks. And then you will extend it right, and you can just you know, connect that up. And then you want to take this bottom block here, and you want to bring it left by 2. And then up diagonally to the left by 1. And you can bring those rows also all the way up. So this part is fully flat. Nice to have a little flat break, you know. Just like that. Next row, you want to take from this bottom block. We're going to go bottom to top, and we're going to go per row. I think that's a little bit easier to comprehend. You want to go 4 diagonally to the left with it. Not a trapdoor, but a block. Smooth quartz block, specifically. And then you want to bring it up by 5. Then place a stair, and then go up diagonally with a block, and then connect up. Next row, starting from this bottom, you will place from the second block up, you'll go left with a block. Then bring it up by 3. Up with a slab. Back with a block, and then you'll connect that block up. Next row, you'll go forward diagonally to the left by 1, and then you'll bring that block up by 2. Place a stair. Go up diagonally back with a block. Up by 2. Up diagonally back with a block, and then connect up. Next row, you will place a block directly left of this one. You'll then bring it up 2. Up diagonally back with a block. Up 2 again. Up diagonally with a block, and then you'll connect up. We're making swift progress here. Next row, you will go down diagonally to the left from that, like so. And then you'll bring that block up by 4. And then this is where things do get a little bit strange. You're going to want to come to the row to the right of this. You'll come to this block here. It's basically up by 2 from what we just had. And you'll place 4 diagonally to the left from it, an upside down slab. And then you'll go up diagonal, up diagonally back from that with a block. Or the stair, excuse me. Up diagonally back from that with a block that time. Up with a stair, and then up with 3 blocks. I would take this top section, I would bring it left an additional 2 rows. If you want to just do this again when you get to this point on the rows, you can. Although, I just want to get it out of the way so then we can swipe through the bottom, like so. You then will come back to this bottom here, and you'll actually, what will make this really easy is you'll bring this just as row left with 2 rows. And then that literally gives you a nice, simple thing. And then we'll go back to connecting everything. Hooray. This next row actually also has a gap, and it's a weird gap, but it'll make sense when we get there. From this bottom block here, you'll go back diagonally to the left with a block. You'll then bring it up by 5. Ignore my counting, it's not important. And then you will, essentially, you're going to leave a 2-block gap, and then you'll start from this block here and just place another row of blocks going all the way up like that. That gap is for the windmill later. Next row will actually be the exact same, except you won't have that gap there. That gap will be filled in at the backers more section, so it'll kind of mesh with the train gap, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. The next row, you will go down diagonally to the left with a block from what we have. You'll then go up with 5 blocks, slab, and then you'll go back with a block and then connect up. I'm not looking forward to this corner, by the way. The corners are what suck. You'll then bring this bottom block left with another block, then up by 3, up with a stair that faces left, then back with a block, and then bring that block all the way up. So these sides are easier apparently than the left. Or the right. We start with the hard side. Good to know. So you then will go. All right. I'm gonna actually do a couple of rows, kind of. You'll go back diagonally to the left of the block. You'll go left 1, and then you'll go up diagonally to the left by 1. And those 3 rows will just be brought up with smooth quartz until they touch the stairs. Nice to get some flat rows in here. Also, I don't remember how I did this, to be honest. I feel like I made a complete square, and then I just started, like, bringing things out and stuff. It was weird. So I obviously didn't make it this way. Imagine how I did originally, though. That would have been hilarious. Anyway, you want to go forward diagonally to the left with a block from that previous block. And then you'll bring it up with 8 blocks. A slab, back with a block, and then just all the way up with more blocks. You'll then go down diagonally. Okay, this is a really weird diagonal. It's down diagonally to the left and forward from that, so it's there. And then you want to bring that up 6 blocks. And then back diagonally up with a block, up with 2 blocks. And then you will just go, up diagonally back with a block and then connect up. Next row, fairly similar. You'll just copy this, like, bottom kind of 7 blocks here going left. And then you will go up diagonally back, up 1, and then you'll go up diagonally back again and then connect up. Now for the actual corner, which won't be too hard, I think, if I play this right. You want to go forward diagonally to the left with a block, bring it up 3, up diagonally back with a block, up 1, up diagonally back with a block, up by 3, then place a slab on top, and then you want to go back with a block, bring that block up by 2, and then you'll place a slab. And I would also place a block behind it just so that's already there. Because, yeah. Next row, we're going to again start from the bottom, except this row is not going to go all the way. It's going to be like 2 rows. You want to bring the bottom 3 blocks here. All left, and then also back, actually. And then at the back here, you'll just bring it up by 1, and then that will basically finish off that corner. There you go, that's what we have. Now we're going to direct our attention to the left side here, because this is where things get slightly less complicated. You want to, from this bottom here, I'm going to orient this so this is now the right side, kind of. You want to take this block and you want to go back diagonally left from my perspective with a block. You'll then bring that block up by 4. Correction, you want to actually bring that up until it connects, and then you'll place another row left of that that also connects. I got ahead of myself a little bit. Then the next row, you want to go back diagonally left by 1 and then up by 4. Then toward you diagonally, upward diagonally towards you with an upside down smooth quartz stair, and then connect up with blocks. Next row is kind of similar. You want to bring not the bottom block, but the block above that left with a smooth quartz block, and then bring it up 5. Then go upward diagonally toward you with a block, and then connect up. Next 2 rows, it's going to be towards you diagonally left from that previous row, and then left by 1, and those will just connect straight up. Almost there, kind of. We have only 1 corner left, which the corners are the nightmare part. Sorry I, did the one side so badly. I didn't realize it would have been this easy if we did it this way. Anyway, you want to take the second row up, and you can go just toward you diagonally left from that. And I'm going to start with 1 row. You want to bring this up with 6 blocks, stair, and then up diagonally with the block, and then connect up. I'm going to probably just start saying connect up after that, because it's going to be behind the row that we just did. You then can bring this bottom block left 1, then up by 5. slab, and then it'll again go the block kind of behind it, and then it'll connect up. Easy. Next row will be toward you diagonally left by 1, up 2, up with a slab, back with a block, up with 4 blocks, then up with a stair, and then you'll just connect up with the 3. Pretty simple. Next row will be, it will start at the same spot with a block there, and then it will go up with 4 blocks, stair, up diagonally, back with a block, and then up by 3, and then again it'll connect. Next row will go, actually it'll start down diagonally, god dang it, not again, down diagonally left 1 from that, and it'll go up by 4. And then it'll be up diagonally, back with a block, and then it'll go up by 4 again. And then it'll just connect from there. Next row will start in the same spot, and it will be 3 blocks up total, so it'll be 2 additional. Slab, back with block, up with 4. That actually, I might be wrong, that might be 5. No, it is up with 4. Then stair, and then it'll just connect. Oh god, not trapdoors. Next one will again be down diagonally left from it. It'll go up with 2 blocks, slab, back with block, up with 4 blocks again, stair, and then it'll just connect up. The stairs are all kind of facing, so that way the divots are like at the front half, by the way. I figured I'd point that out. Then from that, it will be, we'll go back in finally. You'll go away from you diagonally left. Or I guess, yeah, like that with a block. Up with 5 blocks. Stair, and then it'll just connect from there. Next row, it will be up diagonally left by 1. Correction. I'm going to correct that. It's not. It starts in the same position. It will go up with 4 blocks. And then it will connect. I was looking at the, because I keep seeing the like 2s and stuff, and I'm like, ah, yes. You'll then go back diagonally. Yeah, back diagonally left by 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, and you can connect all of that up. I think that's an easy way to do that. And then we're almost to the last corner, and then we have the back, which the back is fairly simple, I believe. I don't actually know. I'm kind of just saying that. I'm going to be honest. We're almost done this side, though. Then from this, you can go back diagonally left with another block, so it's in now. And then you will go up by 2, 4 diagonally upward with an upside down stair, and then just up to connect with blocks. Starting just left of that previous row, you'll place 4 blocks, upside down slab out, and then connect up with blocks. And then the next row, it'll be, again, 4 blocks, and then it'll just go up diagonally and connect. Like that. Next 3 rows also just kind of connect up. So essentially, it's going to be 4 diagonally left from that. Then you'll go left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, and then again, these 3 will just connect up. This end one, you should not connect it here. You should, essentially, once you hit the slabs, you're going to break that top block and just place a slab there. And then that will give you this, which I'm going to also fill in at the back there. Not that it really matters, because the way that we're doing this, it frankly doesn't at this point. This corner's a mess. I'm just warning you right now, this is going to be the hardest corner, which is always nice. So, okay, from this bottom block here, you want to go toward you diagonally left with a block, and that block wants to go up 9. And then on top of that, it will be a slab, And that slab will go back with a block. And then up with a block. And then we're going to stop there. Come back down to the bottom of that row, and we're going to start again. You'll bring this left with a block and then up with 6. Then a slab, and then you will go back with a block. Hold on, let me get my positioning right. There we go. Up with a block, and then up with a stair that faces left from our perspective, so like that. Then you want to come back to the bottom, and you want to go again toward you diagonally left with a block. Bring it up by 4. And then place a slab. Then bring that slab back with 2 blocks, and then bring that back block up another block. And then that should, you know, we're starting to get the corner, actually, so this isn't horrible. You then want to take the bottom block again and bring it back, or left one, sorry, and then bring it up by 3. Now we're going to orient ourselves so we're looking towards the front, and again, that will be the left now, this will be the right, that'll be the back, this will be the front, whatever. You want to take that row that we just placed and bring it left with another row of blocks that extends 1 past the height. Like so. And this actually made this really easy because you can go backward diagonally left with a smooth quartz block from that, and then it'll just connect up. And then left of that, you'll place another row of, you'll place another block, and then it will be brought up with 4 blocks, stair, up diagonally back with a block, up by 3, up diagonally back with a block, up 1, up with a slab, and then back with a block, like so. You will then, the next row is even easier, actually. Well, they're gonna, I feel like, get easier until we hit the middle, then it's getting weird. You want to go backward diagonally left with a block, and then it will go up by 7. Then place a stair. Then go back diagonally up with a block. Bring it up by 2, and then you'll just connect like that. Next row, you will go up diagonally, backward, and left. So it'll give you, it'll be there. That block will be placed. And you want to bring it up with 6 blocks. I'm not high enough, hold on. A slab. And then again, it'll be the block behind it and it'll connect up. And yeah, I also would fill in this little gap here. I'm actually going to place an upside down slab. I just think that'll be more better. I know that's not a word, but oh well. Next row, you will be 1 short, and you'll just start here and place a block. You'll then bring that block up by 3. Stair, and then it'll just be the connecting, the old good old connection. There we go. Next row, you will go backward diagonally left, and you'll also go left one, and these 2 rows will just connect straight up. We're so close. This part alone is literally taking like 20 minutes plus. No, it's been like 40 at this point. The next like 3 rows are also pretty easy because it's basically, it's down diagonally back and left with a block. And I'm also just going to bring this left with a block just because these are both roughly the same. We're going to bring each of these blocks up by 5. And then you can bring the top one up with an additional block, and you'll place an upside down slab there. And then left of that upside down slab will be a block, and then each of those blocks will just connect up. You'll then go up 4 diagonally left from that previous row, and you'll just place a row that goes all the way up. You'll then again go up diagonally, no, 4 diagonally left, sorry, not up diagonally left, with another block, and then it will go up 6. You'll then place a stair, and then it'll just connect up with blocks. And then again is the doorway next, which works a little bit differently. It's not quite as nice to us, unfortunately. So what I'm going to tell you to do is I'm actually going to do all 3 rows at the same time. So you want to come to the bottom of this row that the last row that we just did. You want to go 4 diagonally left with a block. Bring it left 2 and bring each of those blocks down by 1. also bring each of them up by 2. Take the right block, bring it up with a slab. Take the middle block, bring it up with a stair. And take the left block and bring it up with 2 blocks. You can then basically fill in kind of behind the stairs and slab stuff, and then it'll just give you this. Now, I'm going to bring one more row out, actually. You want to take the bottom left block. God dang it, not another one. You want to take the bottom left block and go back diagonally left with a block, and then this block will go up by 7. And then place a slab on top. Then you'll go right with 4 stairs? Yes, 4 stairs. Or 3 stairs, technically, because it'll connect back. Like so. Then, down diagonally in front of those stairs, you want to place upside down slabs like that. Then, above each of these 3 middle stairs, you'll just place a row of blocks up diagonally back, and then a row of stairs, and then it'll connect up with blocks. And then the other row will also just connect all the way up with blocks. Like so. And now that's, like, pretty much the hard part done. Yeah, like, almost the rest of the rows connect just, like, fine, which is nice. We have, like, 3 rows, I think. Because from this one, you want to go... From this bottom block here, you want to count up 1 in place, going up now. 4 blocks. Slab, and then you'll go back with a block and then connect up. Next row will go, you'll count up a block, and then you'll go up diagonally. No, you go back diagonally left, sorry. And then you'll bring that block left by 1, and each of those will just connect perfectly up. And then from the bottom of that, you will go, I'm going to do both these at the same time. You go back diagonally left with a block. Bring that block left 1 and then down 1. Bring either of those blocks up by 3. Then from the right side, you'll go up diagonally forward with a stair. From the left one, you'll go up with a block, and then you will just connect above that from there with smooth quartz blocks to the top. Next row, you'll take not the bottom block here, but the one above that, and you'll go forward diagonally left with a block. Bring that block left 1 and then down 1 and connect either of those rows up. And they actually will both perfectly connect because we have them both in place. Nice. And then we have 1 row left, which I'm going to go bottom to top for this because we have the top here. You can essentially actually just bring these blocks down until they are 1 short of the row left of it and the same height as the row to the right of it. Like so. That was Nightmare and Hell reincarnated, but there's your cloth done if you actually went to the pain to follow that. I'm sorry there were some weird things that happened. I don't expect me to do this perfectly, but yeah, I think I need a break after that. Moving on from the disaster that was whatever the frick that is, you want to come to the right side of it, and what you want to do... You want to come to the top right blue terracotta, or I guess the back right top one. That's this one right here. You want to count forward by 6. And down by 5. And you want to go out with 3 warp slabs, so that will be right. Then you'll go back 1, right 2, back 1, right 2, back 1, right 2, and you want to keep this going till you have 9 of these kind of like things. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and it's just the rows of 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if you made your grid, it is not at the end, but it's kind of close. And then you want to come back to the start. You want to place a warped slab forward from each of the first 2, and then you want to count... Wait, or you want to go forward 1, right 1, forward 1, right 1, forward 1, right 1, etc. And then you want 8 of these in total. And so this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, this will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you'll end... Let me make sure that that's right, because I have to... Yeah, okay. You'll end right kind of before this, like, corner starts to pop out. It'll be right there. So, okay, I just want to point this out again. When you do these warp slabs here, you don't want to do what I did here. You essentially want to end going forward by 1, and it will be in line with this little, the end of this, or right before this thing kind of pops out, which I also say that in the video, but yeah, you don't want to go 1 further out, you just want to end here. Okay. And then you want to take out your nether brick fence, and this kind of backmost support that goes way out here. You want to bring this bottom warp slab down with 25 nether brick fence. Red nether brick fence don't exist. Like that. You don't want to take the third kind of section of this 3, so that's the first, that's the second, that's the third. And you take this most left block here, which is this one. And you want to also bring this one down with 25 nether brick fence. And then you will take the end of this front one and you'll bring this down with 27 nether brick fence. Like so. You can clear your inventory and you will get out, hold on, yellow terracotta, blue terracotta, and we'll just go crimson planks, like so. You want to come to this backmost right fence, and you want to bring it down with a yellow terracotta. Bring that yellow terracotta right by 2, and then you want to bring that same left one forward diagonally to the left by 1. Left 2. Forward diagonally to the left by 1. Left 2. And you want to keep doing this until you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections of 3. So this will be 4, this will be 5, and this will be 6. And we'll end kind of back diagonally to the left from this nether brick fence here. I'm going to do this in a weird way, I think. Well, am I going to do this in a weird way? I feel like any way I do this is going to be weird. So hold on, let me get the image of the back because that seems like a logical start. You want to bring each corner of yellow terracotta down with 3 blue terracotta and then everything else down with 3 crimson planks. Like this. I'm going to just ignore these PlayStation messages I'm getting because I can A, see them on my phone and B, hear it in the background going off because I have my rendering a video, a classic. You then want to go back diagonally from everything and you want to do the same row except it will be 2 down like this. That was a really stupid explanation. I don't know how to explain this, nor do I know how to show this. It's the same diagonals and stuff. It's really annoying, can't even lie. Like that, and then, oh god. And then you'll place yellow terracotta below all of that, and it just will be in line with that. Yeah. What in God's name is happening right now? Never mind, I don't think I'm required to ask questions. So there's kind of the back. So if you look at it from this angle specifically, it looks done. Nice, although it's not. So let's get the left side done, which is the side closest to the house, because this side's weird. You want to take this yellow terracotta here, and you want to bring it forward by 2. This bottom one. Actually, you do want to do this with both. You don't want to go forward diagonally to the right by 1, so do both at the same time again. Then down diagonally and forward 1. Forward 1. Forward diagonally to the right by 1. Forward 1. Down diagonally, forward 1. Forward diagonally to the right 1. And then forward 2. And that will actually, that should line up with that fence there, if I'm correct. Hold on, let me find the overhead angle. Yes, it does, cool. Except it is kind of off. That's more off than it should be, isn't it? Just as a general thing, you should probably get out another brick fence because we'll need it in a second here. Not right now, but we will need them. So if you do look at this side here, this left side, you will notice that we kind of have some misaligned things. Well, kind of. Essentially, you want to bring each yellow terracotta here at the bottom up with 2 crimson planks, except for that front one, which we brought up with 2 blue terracotta. like that. And then the top will be brought down with 3 crimson planks or the 3 blue terracotta at the front. Which, you'll have a gap here. Or you might have multiple gaps, actually. I think you will have multiple gaps, yeah. Those gaps will kind of be filled in logically. So, like, you know, both of these obviously are just, you know, flat on a wall, so just filled in with crimson planks, like that. If you want to do the right side, I think it's the same thing, just going the other way, although we're going to do the front next because I said so. Okay, front. Yeah, the front is the same as the back, pretty much. It's just like, you're just bringing each yellow terracotta right by 2, back diagonally to the right by 1, right 2, back diagonally to the right 1, and then right 2, and then you're just keeping that going till you have, is it 6 or 7? It's 6 of these. Same as the back, it just doesn't, it just sticks out a little bit further. And this should go to the end of your grid, I think, if you happen to have it. Which you don't need it, it's just, it's good for reference points. Which is, I guess this is one of those. And then, again, this is really the same as the back. It's just, you know, the bottom up with 2 blue terracotta or crimson planks, top down with 3. So yeah, all the sides are kind of the same. And then I'll show you how the bottom works. The bottom gets a little bit sus, but it's doable. Cringe, but doable. Like that. And then again, the right side is the same as the left, just inverted. So basically the front will be brought back with 2 yellow, back diagonally to the left, up diagonally back, back 1, back diagonally left, back, up diagonally back, and then up, or no, back diagonally to the left, and then we'll just connect forward with 1. And then again, it's the same. Bottom's brought up with 2 of each of the crimson. Top's brought down with 3 crimson. And this time it is actually, oh god, it is actually crimson for the entire thing. And then again, you will still have those 2 gaps that will just be filled in flat against their wall, like that. Now, for the top, we're going to start at the right side, and you want to take this where the yellow terracotta comes up, and it's this one right here. You want to bring this left 1, forward diagonally left 1, left 2, forward diagonally left 1, left 2, and you want to keep doing 3s. That start is a 2, that is correct. I don't know why, it's just how the math lined up. And then it will line up at the end with a 4, which, I don't know why it's a 2 and a 4, but it is. So I'm going to leave it. And then at the next row back, it's the opposite. So at the left, it starts with a 2, and then it goes with 3s until it ends with a 4. I really don't know why I did it that way, but I did it that way intentionally, and I remember doing it that way intentionally. I frankly don't know why. If you really want to make it 3, it doesn't... It shouldn't make a difference. It shouldn't. Yeah, I have no idea why that's like that. I think... Yeah, I don't know. And then each of these sections will be essentially filled in behind it until it reaches the next one. Now, with this middle section, I do want you to keep in mind one thing, and it's that I'm going to count to the 4th, I think. So the middle, no, not the middle. It's the left or more middle. It's the 3rd one from the right, and it's the 4th one from the left. You see where I just placed this yellow terracotta. And essentially, behind each of these blocks, you're going to leave a 3-block gap. So you're just going to have a 3x3 hole behind this. And you can see, I'll just mark that out like that, and then everything else is filled in. That's just like the entrance point. Nothing crazy there. And then the bottom is the same. Do I have an image of the bottom? I don't. Well, the bottom is the same. I know that for a fact. So, yeah, just like, I would do it completely the same. Top and bottom and all that good stuff. Also, I'm going to ask this right now. Whoever wants to chip in, because I really want to get Act 3, the new Act 3 out. After this Alpha 3, who wants me to go to Act 1, or who wants me to go to Act 3? I'll just, like, you know, I'll throw it in the comments, because I feel like Act 3 is more of an interest point, and then I will obviously still do Act 1 and 2, just, you know, I want to get Act 3 done. Especially since it's summer and I'll have more time. You know how that is. Anyway. Bottom is the same, so... Oh, this is weird, though. It's kind of the inverse. But I'm still going to do the 2, 3, and then it's just in front is filled instead of behind. A little strange, but... manageable. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm getting somewhere with this. And then this section's just filled in. Ah, I'm stuck. Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna trap myself in here, but there's literally a hole in the ceiling, so I think I'm fine. And then we'll do the windmill. We're gonna worry about probably most of the rest of this in the inside. Why is it bright in here? Because the hole, duh. Alrighty, there you go. Not bad. Now let's kind of start to get that windmill situated, because the windmill's annoying. You want to, or I guess you could probably get away with just using these 5 slots of your inventory, but I'm gonna clear my inventory and get out warp planks, polished basalt, black concrete, cyan terracotta, iron bars, polished deep slate stairs, prismarine bricks, and I think I'll call it there for now. So, this is where the fun begins. Not really. You want to come to the balcony door here at the right side. It's this door. It leads to nowhere right now, but that will change later. Frick! You want to come to the second yellow concrete behind it, and you want to bring this out with a warped plank. Bring this warped plank back diagonally to the right by 1. Right 1. Back diagonally to the left by 1. Back 1 and left 1. Bring all that up with 9 warped planks. Almost there. And then you will have to destroy a couple of dark oak stairs that are in your way, which is fine. And then you want to, basically above the roof here, you want to take the front here, and you want to bring, or you want to take this front door, yeah, the word you started with. You want to bring each one left by 2, and you will have to break more stairs for this. Back by 4, and then right by 1. And then, you know, that will fill in, hopefully, your roof. You'll have this kind of weird back block here, and you want to a block down, just fill in with black concrete. And then the rest of the middle you'll fill in with polished basalt until it's at the height of the warped. And this is just so I can give you the next number perfectly without any questions. You then want to bring this up with 40 polished basalt. 40. Just for, yeah. I miscounted that so badly. Hold on. So this will be the tallest thing on your build by like a few blocks, which is good. It should, yeah, it should just kind of go up against the smooth quartz. Also, I'll shut up for like 15 seconds. I have said some numbers don't matter. This one kind of does because it connects to some other stuff, and that has to connect well. You don't want to bring the top up with 7 cyan terracotta. Oh my god, this is so bad. There we go. You then want to bring the cyan terracotta out on each side by 1, except for the corners. You do want to leave the corners open, which is, I know, rare, but kind of creates a more cylindrical feel. Just like so. Hold on, give me a second. Chair into the floor. You don't want to come to the front side, and you want to count down 1, and you want to bring each of these 2 cyan terracottas here forward with 4 cyan terracotta. And you want to also go down a row with this. And then you want to place 2 polished deep slate stairs coming out from this. And you basically want to create a circle with it. So the bottom right will be upside down facing right. Top right, normal facing right. Top left, normal facing left. Bottom left, upside down facing left. And it'll give you this. Nice. Now the fun part. You want to bring this out with 3 iron bars on each side of the stairs, which is only like left, right, up, down. It also doesn't connect to the stairs, which is fine. We're going to ignore that. That's 4, not 3, but close enough. It's the thought, I guess. There you go. And then you want to basically bring each iron bar out with a cyan terracotta, just like out from the end of that, like that. So it'll be 3 iron bars and then a cyan terracotta out from each stair. In every direction that is not diagonally. Just want to check something real quick. You want to bring the cyan terracotta, the left, top, and right out by 5. The bottom you're going to leave for a second. And then the bottom you want to bring the left block down by 3. And right block down by 4. Like so. And I also would get out light gray terracotta because we need that in a moment here. You then want to take kind of the ends of the cyan terracotta. And you basically want to bring them, or not the ends, but like I guess the innermost blocks. You want to bring them out by 2 on each side. And you're going to kind of start to see the circle shape, or the circle form a little bit here when you do this step. Place. Thank you, bruh. Of course I get an extra one. I'm not looking for the buy 2, get 1 free deal, but thanks. And then you want to bring them kind of towards each other by 1. So the bottom will be brought up, the left will be brought right, the right will be brought left, and the bottom will be, or the top will be brought down. And it will leave you 1 block remaining between them, and kind of a block. It's going to give you this. Now you can really see the circle shape. But then what you want to do is basically you want to connect them on the outside of the circle with a cyan terracotta, which is basically there on each corner. And I know the explanation is really bad, but it is what it is. And then you want to turn each of these into a little 2x2 square. So bring the cyan terracotta kind of out on each side by 1. And it's basically going to kind of fill in that gap to create almost an entire square with the iron bars. And the iron bars kind of just go around it. It gives you this effect, basically. Yeah, that's pretty much a square. Just make sure that all of them are in line with which they are. So you kind of want to bring them so you're gonna have 4 of these squares almost. So essentially you want to we're going to talk about the top left one specifically. You're going to take this top left block and you're going to surround it in cyan terracotta on the left top and that corner. So now you have 2 squares. You're then going to do that again and then 1 more time. So you have 4 squares. And you're going to do this with each of them, except bottom left will be bottom left corner. You're going to kind of surround. And then you want 4 squares. And you want to do this on each corner. And that will kind of give you a nice diagonal effect. And then you're going to end up breaking 2 of these cyan terracottas in total to place light gray terracotta, which happen to be on the top right one. You want to come to the top right hand corner of the top right one, count down 1, and this will be a light gray. And then the bottom, I think it's bottom, oh no, it's bottom right actually. It's going to be the dead center. So you're going to want to kind of, if you follow the center diagonal, you're going to go from this top left one, you're going to go down diagonally to the right by 2, and then that one will be a light gray. Hopefully you can kind of see how that works. It's really not that hard. Just the way I explained it might have been weird, because I frankly don't know how to explain things very well. And then essentially what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the... Alright, now this is where things get weird because... Okay, never mind. I thought it wasn't symmetrical, but it is. So you want to kind of take the same squares that are on the insides around, and you want to take kind of the corners here. And you want to place an iron bar in each corner, and then you want to bring it... I don't know how to explain this one either. Essentially, this bottom left one here, this iron bar will be brought down one here at the underside of it, and the left side will be brought left one. You're essentially kind of almost following the diagonal. The bottom ones will be brought down, the side ones will be brought to the side, and then the top ones will be brought up. I guess that's the best way to explain it. Essentially, it's the only way you can bring it that isn't diagonally that won't connect to another iron bar, and I'll give you this. I missed one. And then you can take those end iron bars and you can just connect them into these blades right here, which you'll place two going in, which frankly doesn't create much of anything, but you know. Almost there. This windmill sucks. Can't even lie. There we go. Now, you want to get out warp slabs. That's not even warp slabs, that's scaffolding. And you want to come to the back kind of centered cylinder here. It's this part. And you want to place warp slabs behind these two cyan terracotta. Bring it left and right by 4. And then you want to bring the whole thing... You want to bring the whole thing back with 8 rows. I frankly have no idea what this is, but it's just here. It's like a random platform. God, if I had troubles with this, though, I can't wait for the Act 3 windmill. I'll probably start with the iron bars for that, though, since that's trapdoors, not blocks. I feel like that made it weirder. Although, granted, I could have done it, like, row by row, but oh well. There you go. Now, hold on, let me see if I know where this is marked. Oh, that's actually perfect. Okay. So, essentially, underneath the cyan terracotta left and right of the polished basalt, it's these. You want to place 3 prismarine bricks going down on either side. You want to extend those prismarine bricks forward by 1, and then you want to go out diagonally with another prismarine brick row from either side. Then you go down by 2, and you want to keep this going. You want to keep the 3s pattern going. This has been the trend of the thing for some reason. And you should, with the right one, it will just keep going, and then there will be a little slot where you'll end up placing 4 down. And it will just kind of stop once it, like, runs into that little slot in the smooth quartz. Like, there. It's right there. You can see where that is. And then the left one will keep going with these 3s until it, oh, let me see if it should end on a 3. Yeah, it ends on a 2, actually. It'll go until it just, like, runs into that, red concrete roof down there. Which is a long ways away. I'm gonna just start by marking out the 3s. Yeah, it'll end on kind of 1.5, actually. You'll have to break some slabs for this, too, which will need to break 3 in total. Not a huge deal, but just always good to point out anything that happens. Like so. Also don't know what those are, but they're also there and kind of weird. Now, we're going to actually get out something that we're going to use for a little bit here. And I actually did structure or barriers on this part, but I'm going to get out structure voids and acacia signs. Now, you can use barriers if you want, although we are going to do these in a second here, so just keep that in mind. Which I actually might do that in this portion, because why not? So you want to connect the first 3 prismarine brick sections of 3, except for the one that's like in line with the polished basalt up there. But the other 3 you want to connect at the bottom row. You want to connect together with structure voids and then acacia signs on those structure voids. So I'll place the structure. Where did that just go? I have no idea. I'll place the structure voids first and then show you from there. And then the next row will be 4, so, yeah. Actually, on that row, if you want to, it's the row of 4, and on the other side, it'll be the middle of that row of 3, which will connect across. And there's your 4 rows of structure voids. They're 2 rows apart, except for the bottom 2. And then you're just going to want to place acacia signs on everything, which includes the prismarine bricks. And you kind of just have to feel for this and just know where it is, which I happen to. Yeah. Because you can't get your cursor on the structure voids, which is kind of the nice thing about barriers, I suppose, and probably why I used them at this point originally. Man, it's, you know, I'm trying to, like, press escape to close the sign quickly, and, as you can see, it's working. Oh, God. Kind of not working. Okay, there you go. Now, we'll do the 2 train station doors, I guess, or I guess the 4. Before we actually do either of those, though, you want to take the cyan concrete section at the top, which is the 1 train station, and the window at the right side here, you want to just place structure voids over and place acacia signs over. And these acacia signs happen to, on the bottom 2 rows, go out by 1 on each side, and at the top it'll go out by 2 on each side. A lot of signs. This is a sign, in fact. Alright, there you go. And then let's start with the front 2, and I'm going to orient this so, like, you know, it'll always be left side will be left, right will be right, from the way that we're looking, which will be the outside, because that's kind of how it works. I'm going to just, for all intensive purposes, cover the entire thing in structure voids. We will have to break the bottom one to get the rails in, but that's a problem for later. So the top row will be all the way across the doorway, and it'll be off each side by 1. Next row down will only be the left and right half, or the left and right side of the doorway. Next row down will be again the 5. And then the bottom row will also be the 5, except the middle one will be taken out. Yeah, great. So there you go. That one's very simple, apparently. Now, the yellow train station. Again, I'm just going to cover it in structure voids because I find it easier. So that way we don't have to be, you know, placing them as we go. Top row is the whole thing, and also the whole door opening, and also left a block. Next row is actually 4 again, but it's shifted left another block. So you're going to have to place a structure void overhanging. And it will end up leaving 1 block open there. Next one is over the doorway and also right by 2. And the next one is over the opening and right by 1. And then that will still leave you a block at the bottom, which is correct. Yeah, these are also as accurate as I could make them. Figured I'd just mention that because, you know. Alright, so the back half of this one. Oh, this is weird looking. Okay, again, cover it in structure voids. And then the top row, you'll place just a whole 5, so each side of it. Actually, alright, so I want to point something out as I'm doing the signs here. I actually messed this up all the way in, like, the first part. The back doorway is the one with the pillar courts on the right side and the top. The front is the one with just the yellow. So I would recommend fixing that real quick before you actually do the signs. Hopefully I'll remember to add that in. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know how I made that mistake. That's an oopsie anyway. Alrighty. Next row down is the right half of the doorway, which includes the middle, or I guess the opening, and also the pillar courts at the right. Next row down is actually the entire opposite. It is the 3 left blocks, which includes the framing. And then the row below that is just the entire length of 5. Now this top back train station, this one might have actually been made up because I don't recall being able to see this, but I'll show you it nonetheless. I mean, that's weird, alright. Again, cover it in structure voids. Okay, there you go. Top row is the top left corner of opening, and then it's 1 left and 1 right with signs. Next row down is the left side and the right sides of the opening, but not the middle, and then it's one additional off the right. Next row down is the entire opening, and then one to the right, and then the next row is just the bottom right opening, like that. That's what I had for it. Oh my god, we're not even close to done. We still got so much to do. It's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. Before I even consider starting this segment with the thing we're doing next, aka the rails, I wanted to mention one thing because I completely forgot this. And you want to come over to the hanging room, and you want to just yoink some nether brick fence out of your back pocket, or just block pick it, which is just press down on the mouse wheel on PC. I don't know what it is for other things, actually, to be honest. Although, that's not important. Anyway, you want to take this yellow terracotta, this top one here. This top right-hand corner. It's not really top, I guess, but it's this corner. You want to place another brick fence off of it, and then bring that fence down by 10. And it should hang down pretty close to the ground, but not quite there. And that just, you know, I love the way those look. I don't know why, having the fence like that. Anyway, you can get rid of that, and you want barriers for this. However, you can't, I mean, you could use structure voids. Barriers are recommended because you can still walk on the rails. I'm gonna use barriers, probably. It's annoying when you have to place the rails, so you could do a /4 command if you use something weird like, I don't know, purpur or something. You also need rails, and the other thing you need for this particular step is acacia planks. I'm also going to tell you to get out acacia stairs and acacia fence. And spruce planks and warped planks. That should kind of roll us through most of what we have left. Or at least excluding the fence and stuff. Anyway, you want to come to the bottom left train station. It's the yellow concrete one. Yeah, okay, that is specific enough. And you want to come to the center. And we're going to start here. And you want to, from this, you want to go out with 6 barriers. Right one. Forward one. Up diagonally, forward one. Forward 2. Right one. Forward 3. Right one. Forward 1. Hold on, I just want to keep moving this thing down. My little cursor thing, so I know where I am. Right one. Forward 1. Right one. Forward 1. Right one. Forward 1. Hold on. Then go right with an acacia plank. These will be random, but they'll make more sense later. Up diagonally to the right with a barrier, and then right 2. Up diagonally right 1. This feels wrong. Hold on. Before I continue, I want to make sure this is in the right spot, because this feels awfully close. Okay, that is right. Okay, we're good. Anyway. From that, you want to go right 1, up diagonally to the right 1, right 1, forward 1, right 2, up diagonally to the right 1, right 1, forward 1, right 1, up diagonally to the right 1. Oh, this is so bad. This section's really long, by the way. The other 2 are shorter. Right 1. Up diagonally, right 1. Right 1. Then from here, you want to go up diagonally to the right by 3. Then go right by 3. Back 1. Right 2. Back 1. Right 2. Back 1. Right 1. Back 4. Up diagonally, back 1. Back 2. Up diagonally, back 1. Back by 3. Up diagonally, back 1. Back 3. We're almost there. Up diagonally, back 1, back 2, left 1, then go back by 4, left 1, back 2, left 1, back 1, left 1, back 1, left 2, up diagonally to the left 1, left 2. You then want to go up diagonally to the left by 2, left 1, up diagonally to the left with an acacia plank, left with a barrier, up diagonally to the left with a barrier, left, up diagonally to the left, left 2, up diagonally to the left, left, forward, left, and then forward by 3. If you want to, and again, you're going to have to break if you have a structure void here. You can see, like, I'm trying to look at that cyan concrete. You can see it's not being highlighted, so there's a structure void there, and same thing on the side. Well, that side doesn't matter right now, I guess. But you do want to, basically, when you get to each section, you want to take rails just through the room. The, other one's weird. The cloth-covered one, I'll show that when we get there. But for this one and the yellow one, it's just going straight through the rails and then kind of around with the rest, which we actually should have grabbed the material we needed for that. That's okay. I kind of just feel it out because I know roughly where it's supposed to go. Like, I can see, okay, it doesn't go straight, so it's going to go out a little bit more here in some direction. It's a little annoying. I think in Java, you should be able to put the barriers in your offhand. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, which would be fairly helpful. Almost there. I'm also going to run the rails through this room while I'm down here, because, I don't know, I just feel like it. Anyway, you want to be at that cyan concrete section that we just finished at. And you want to be at the front side of it. And we're going to keep moving along. These next two are much shorter. This one, I think, is the shortest one, thankfully. So you want to, just off the center block here, you want to go forward with 2 barriers, acacia plank, right with a barrier, forward 1, right 1, forward 1, right 1, forward 1, then right by 5, forward 1, right 3, up diagonally to the right with an acacia plank, then bring this acacia plank here right with 4 barriers, then go up diagonally to the right by 1, right by 3, right with an acacia plank, up diagonally to the right with a barrier, right 2, up diagonally to the right with an acacia plank, right 1, right 3 barriers, excuse me, back 1, right 1, back 1, right 1, back 2, right 1, back 1, up diagonally back 1, back with an acacia plank, a barrier, hold on, right 1, back 2, up diagonally back 1, and then back with 3 barriers, and that should nicely connect. Again, you should place on the rails, and you also need black concrete for this next bit, because things get a little, where is it? Okay, there it is. Again, it's kind of just feeling it out. It's really annoying, I can't even lie, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't know, you gotta deal with it. You could, obviously, I don't know, place light gray concrete, or just, that's a random example, or something else under it. The acacia planks are also where supports are gonna go, just, so that's a worthy thing to mention. And then when you hit this point, the barriers are kind of just going to go over, obviously, this gap here with the rails on top of them. That's, you know, fairly self-explanatory. But you're going to want to break into this room, and you're essentially going to make a black concrete pathway through the center. And it's going to just be a 1x2, and it's just gonna be surrounded in black concrete. The 1x2 is really so we can access it. or access it, not that's whatever. And then the rails will, okay, the rails will come through. You could make it one by one if you really wanted, it doesn't matter, and then bring the barriers through, and then you should stop on this smooth quartz here. Because we gotta go around. Actually, I'm gonna electro through here. Maybe I'm not gonna do this successfully. Okay, never mind, yes I did. From this point, you want to bring the smooth quartz here back with 5 barriers. Left one, back 2, left one, back 2, left one, back 1, left one, back 1, left one, down diagonally to the left with an acacia plank, left a barrier. This would be more logical facing towards the sun, at least for me. Then go from that down diagonally left with a barrier, left one, down diagonally to the left by 4, left one. Hold on, let me move my cursor. Down diagonally to the left by 2, left one, down diagonally to the left by 2, left with an acacia plank, down diagonally to the left by 2 with barriers, left one, down diagonally to the left by 4 with barriers, left one, down diagonally to the left by 2, left one, down diagonally to the left by 2, left one, down diagonally to the left by 1, then down diagonally to the left again, but with an acacia plank, then down diagonally to the left again, but with a barrier, left one, down diagonally to the left one. Bro, this is so bad. Left one, forward one, left one, forward one, left one, forward 2, left one, down diagonally, forward 1, forward 2, down diagonally, forward 1, forward with an acacia plank, forward with 2 barriers, down diagonally, forward with another barrier, and then bring it forward by 4, and that will connect, and then you'll place your rails on top of everything again. This was miserable. I'm sorry if that was bad. It seems like this is, I think, the worst of the Hell and Neighbor tutorials. I can't even lie. Because you have the rails, which, yeah, Act 3 has. But Act 3 doesn't have one of these. Granted, the windmill's gonna suck for Act 3 because of the way that that thing's built. But, yeah. I'd say this is probably the worst one, so if you survive this one, you're gonna survive like any of the others. Hopefully my new Act 3 won't be too bad, though, when I get around to that. Alright. Now, I'm gonna kind of start throwing some supports up here. And I'll start with the front kind of top. The second section that we did, which happens to be this section right here, which happens to be the one with the most, actually. You want to come to the left acacia plank here, and you want to bring this down with acacia fence until it is touching 2 smooth red sandstones. So it'll be down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you'll also bring each of those fences back with another row of fences. Just, I don't know why, it just is that way. That's how I have it, at least. The next acacia plank, moving kind of around, just go straight down with acacia fence, nothing crazy. I might have to do some counting in a second here, though, because... So the next one you want to bring down with 5 acacia fence. Then go back 1, down by 6. Back 1, and then you'll connect down into the roof here. And it should kind of lay between some mangrove, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of right in the middle of literally everything. Which I guess is nice and convenient. The next one goes just straight down with acacia fence, and it should, I think, go all the way to the ground, or it might connect to the... No, it does go straight down to the ground, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does. It's quite far. And then the next one is actually made out of blocks. You want to bring the acacia plank here down with 5 acacia planks. Then an upside down stair facing left. Bring that right with an acacia stair facing right. Down with 6 acacia planks. Upside down stair facing left, and then right with an upside down, or right with a normal stair facing right, excuse me. Then down with 7 acacia planks. Upside down stair facing left. Right with a stair facing right. Then down with 6 acacia planks. Upside down stair facing left. Right with a stair facing right. Down with 7 planks. We're almost there. Upside down stair facing left. Right with the stair facing right, and then you'll just connect down with what should be 2 planks. If it's not 2, I wouldn't be concerned. As long as your rails line up, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we're gonna do the, I guess, lower rail that ends up being at the front as well. It's kind of got 1 acacia plank, and it's this one. And this just goes straight down and will connect into the balcony railing here, like that. Pretty simple. And then I'm going to follow this around to see if there's any other planks real quick. Oh, there's one other one. Alright, so at the kind of back more section of the build here, which happens to be right here, you want to take this plank here, and it wants to come down with 6 fence. Then it will go, if you're from the front of the build, it will go right, but it's going kind of towards the cloth section by 1. And then it will go down until it's 2 off from the bottom. I don't have that number particularly, although I can count it for you. It should be 9 if you do everything right. And then again, it will go kind of towards the cloth one, and then just down by 2. Pretty simple. Now, these back, like, 4 are absolute mayhem. If that makes you feel any better or any worse about it. Well, actually, we'll start off with an easy one. Why not? Let's kind of roll into this thing. It's this one kind of closest to the yellow train station. It's just gonna go straight down with acacia fence. Nothing crazy. Take these seconds for granted, or don't take these seconds for granted, because this next one's not fun. Oh, how do I even like do this? Bring it down with, we'll say 4 acacia fence. Because it is 4, although it's just weird, I don't know. And then we're going to orient ourselves, so we're kind of looking towards the cloth section a little bit, and then we're just going to, you know, make it left is off the back, right is towards the front, etc. And the bottom 2 fence, you want to bring each of them right by 1. And actually, you can take that, that top more one of those 2 and just bring it right an additional 1. And then from the bottom acacia fence here, you want to go down by 5, and then take the bottom 2 and extend them each right by 1 again. And then this time the bottom one will be off another right, and then you'll take the middle of that kind of bottom row of 3, and you will bring it down by numbers, I can't count, 4. And then we'll go right 1, and then should connect nicely into the ground, even though it doesn't, but whatever. The number is like 5 or something. No, it's 4. Close enough. Counting is hard. Anyway. You'll take that row of 3 here, the lower row of 3, it's this one, and you'll bring this left block left with an additional 5 acacia fence. And then this one you'll bring up to, right 1, up by 5, and then you'll take the top 2 and bring them each right by 1. you'll take that top right one and extend it up one, and then you'll take the bottom one and you'll just kind of connect it to this row of 3 here. So this row of 3 is we brought left one. And that is weird, but I don't really know what it is, to be honest. And then come back to the bottom left here, and you'll take this fence and you'll bring it down by 3. You'll bring it left one, and then it should connect down with, is it 4 again? No, it's 5 this time. At least I knew one of them was not really new, it was just a guess. Can't even lie. I didn't think it could get much worse, but this next one might prove me wrong. Although the top one up there, the very top one's easy. But we'll worry about that in a minute here. So you want to bring this plank here down with 9 acacia fence. Like so. You'll then take the bottom, bring it left one, down with an acacia plank, 2 fence, acacia plank, fence. You'll then go left one. Hold on, I need this number. Down 6. Then left one. There we go. Down 6 again. Left one, and then it should just connect down with 2 acacia fence. That's easy enough, I guess, but it doesn't get easier. I'm just warning you. So, okay, you want to take the bottom acacia plank here, and you want to bring it up diagonally to the right by 3. You can then take these 2 top planks here and just connect them, so it'll create a little line of 4. And then you will extend it off the right an additional 3. So it gives you kind of that. You'll take, not the end, you'll actually take the 3rd one in from the right, that's this one. And you want to place an acacia fence in front of it. You'll bring that fence just, okay, bye. Take that fence just to start, bring it down by 2. Right one. Down by 6. Why is 6 the number here? Oh, okay, I'm failing. Right one. Down by 4, so it's not 6 this time. Right one, and then down 4 again. Right one, and then just down by 2. I'm going to pick this up. We're still not done. You want to take this top acacia fence, and this is where it kind of gets really strange. You want to bring it up by 4. And then extend that top one left one. And then up by 6. And it should be as tall as the other fence. That's correct. You want to kind of come back to the... basically where this one went left. And you want to come to the 2nd, or I guess the 3rd fence up on this, like, more lefter row. It's this fence right here. You'll place a fence behind this one, and you'll extend it left until it connects, which is actually only 1. And then you'll extend it right by 3. I really don't know what these are, and but they're weird supports, and I think they're, I don't know if they're the same, but I know they're very similar on Act 3. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. We're gonna get to that neighborhood again. See, and then this last acacia plank here all the way at the top. This one's also a breeze. It'll just go straight down with acacia fence. Nice to get a break after those, like, giant, literally giant A's. That's practically what they are. I mean, this last one is, like, the sloppiest A. It looks like an A I would write, to be honest. And then that one is... at least it looks like an A. I don't know what's happening with this guy. I'm going to do one quick check of something, because I want to see how many supports we got to do here before I actually try to slap them all out of the way. And there's also one other thing that I really don't want to forget. Alright, it looks like all of them are actually at one section. Okay, no, there's 2 sections with supports, and they're, like, right next to each other. So let's just knock them out as well. Because this seems like it'd be fairly easy. So we're gonna revert our orientations to the normal. So, like, back is back, front is front, whatever. You're gonna come to the back left-hand corner of this train station here, and you want to be at this block. And you're gonna count forward diagonally to the right by 2, and on this block here, you want to go down with 8 acacia fence. Then go back 1 and connect it down. Now, I'm going to give you a weird option here because I see this here, and I think this is just a misplaced block, but I'm going to show you anyway. Not the bottom block, but the block above that. I just have a fence off the left of it. I'm pretty sure this is another misplacement. So, I'm going to not have it. But, just, you know, in case it isn't, figured I would make that some information. Anyway. Come to the front left-hand corner now of the train station. You want to, again, count backward diagonally to the right by 2. And then here you want to place 3 acacia planks moving down. We'll just start with that. Bring it left with an acacia stair that faces left. Then go down with 3 planks. Upside down stair facing right. Left with a stair facing left, and then just down to the ground with acacia planks. Come back to the kind of bottom block of the first row of 3 that we placed. It's this one here. As you want to just bring it down with an additional plank. Then an upside down stair facing left, so it'll be kind of facing into that block there. Right with a stair facing right. Down with, I think, okay, guess what? Oh no, it's actually 5 planks down. I thought it was going to be 6 and I'd make a joke, but it's 5. Down with an upside down stair facing left. Right with a stair facing right, and then down with a plank. Pretty easy. There's one more support, which is also actually really weird. You want to leave a 3-block gap moving back from the support that we just did, and here you want to place, going down, 7 acacia planks. Place upside down stair facing back below that, and then bring that forward with the acacia stair facing forward, and then bring that down to the ground with planks. Off the right side, you want to leave the top 3 blocks just kind of vacant, and then you want to place on the next 4 acacia fence. Then bring this bottom fence right 1, down 3, right 1, and then down by 2. This video is all freaking... This is going to be so long just because it's all numbers. Like supports and stuff. This is crazy. Alright, we have like 2 more support, or actually 3 to do if you are really going to get specific, but like 2 of them are fairly easy. You want to come to this terracotta section where it has the like giant yellow one above it. And you want to come to the top left hand corner for the terracotta, count right 1, and then just go down with 3 acacia fence along the wall here. At the other side, you will leave, or you'll count from the top right hand corner to the, I'm actually going to give myself night vision real quick. I don't think 1 second's gonna help me very... Alright, man. $100 seconds should be enough. So from the top right-hand corner, you want to count left by 3. And then count off the wall by a block, and you'll place an acacia fence here, and then bring it down 1, back 1, down 1. Then... you want to kind of trace that, okay, or that forward along the warp plank. So you're at the second block of warp. It's this one right here, and then you'll count left by 3, and you'll place here an acacia plank, and then that plank will go down with an upside down stair facing back, back with the stair facing. No, that upside down stair should be facing forward. My apologies, and then back with the stair facing back. Then down with a plank, down with upside down stair, back with stair. Down with plank, and then you'll keep this pattern up, and you should run just into the bottom of that yellow concrete section. It kind of works perfectly. Or you should end, I guess, after you're doing an upside down stair like that. And yeah, that's the supports done. Now I want to do one more thing before I end this mini segment, and then we can move on to the fences, because I really am not interested in forgetting to do this. You want to, you can clear inventory, I guess. I'm gonna put barriers back in the old inventory, and you want to get out strip spruce wood and lanterns, and I think there's 2 of these if I'm correct. You want to come to the balcony here, and you want to, at the row of planks here, which is this like top row, you want to come to the back, and you want to count to the 5th one forward. That's this one. Break it and replace it with a strip spruce wood. You're probably going to need a placeholder because you want to face up and down. Then bring it up by 2. Up diagonally to the left 1. Up 2. Up diagonally to the left 1, and then up 2. Bring the middle of that top row of 3 forward with 2 strips spruce wood. Those will be facing sideways, and you'll bring that front one down with a lantern. Just like that. And I believe there's one more. I'm going to confirm that it's back here before I start doing my maneuvering. Yeah, it is. Okay. It's actually just the exact same, but shorter. So you want to come to the back where you have that, like, hole, kind of. It's also in Act 3. It's where the, like, painting thing is, which we'll worry about that on the inside, likely. But you want to take the row of 5 here, pillar quartz, take the middle, bring it up with 3 strips spruce wood. Go forward diagonally with a strip, up diagonally forward, I guess. Then up with an additional 2. Take the middle of that top row of 3, bring it forward, 2, and then down with a lantern. And, yeah, now we have 2 things left. And I'm actually going to smack, I think, one of them completely out of the way. Because it sucks. You want to get out spruce planks and warped planks, just to start. We're going to end up doing the stuff on the platform, too. But I just want to get it out of the way this way. And you want to come to the yellow concrete. It's the section at the bottom floor on the left side where you can see there's just like a window opening, but there's actually no glass in it. And you want to come to this back pillar quartz row, and you want to be on this grass block. You want to count left from this block by 32. And then you want to count back by 2, and going up, you want to place 39 spruce planks. From this top block, you will go left 1, up by 6, left 1, up by 4, and then you'll place a warped plank right there. Nice and fancy. Let me get over there real quick, too, while you maybe catch up. You also actually need spruce fence. I kind of forgot these were here. We'll worry about that in a second here. You want to bring this warp plank forward by 1, and then bring each of these right by 1. So you'll create a 2 by 2. Bring each of these left by 2 and also back by 2, and we'll give you a 4 by 4 platform. So kind of, it's in the center, this spruces, but it's in the frontmost right center block because it's a 4 by 4 and it has a 2 by 2 center, which is really cringe. Off the left side here, you want to place off the top 2 spruce planks, spruce fence, and then bring the top 1 left 1. Off the right side, you'll just bring that top block right with a spruce fence. I don't even think you need to clear inventory for this part. Let me actually see what these are planks they are. You want to get out acacia planks. Now they're back. Acacia slabs, mangrove door, warped door, mangrove trap door, and we'll just go mangrove stairs. You do need one more material, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. From the front left-hand corner of this platform, you want to count back by 1 and place 2 acacia planks with a slab on top. Place a warped door off the right face of that, like that. The handle is facing forward. Don't know how much it matters, but you know, then from the kind of, I guess, back right-hand corner, you want to count left 1 and place a stair facing right. Bring it off either kind of side of the stair. You want to place mangrove trapdoor and open it up against, and off the kind of back side of the stair, you'll place a mangrove door like that. One more material before we work on the fence and all that good jazz. You need skeleton skulls, and where are they? Can't find mom skulls. There they are. And you want to place 4 off of this, like, most right row. And you're going to place 2 sets facing into each other. So the back one will face forward. The one in front of that will face backward. One in front of that will face forward. And this front right-hand corner will face back. Like that. I really don't know what those are. I forget what those are. I think Gaming Pro also might have made this part of it. If I can recall correctly. Anyway, just the fence left, boys. So, for the fence and the yard, and then we can be all nice and done. The materials you'll be needing to start off, we're going to start with the car. They are red concrete, red carpet, smooth course blocks, mangrove buttons, mangrove trap doors. I got the whole mangrove set here pretty much. Well, not really. All the non-blocks, that's better. White wool, white carpet, glass panes, and we're gonna go oak stairs. We're gonna need some other things too. We also need for the car red nether brick slabs, string or structure void or barrier, any of the above. I will kind of compare them when we get there. I think I probably had this discussion before, but I'll have it again. Because why not? Okay, let me pull up my note sheet, and I gotta go all the way down to where the fence part is. You want to come to the front left-hand corner of the porch, and you want to be on the brick here, and you want to count right by 1, and then forward by 6. And here you're going to want to place 3 red concrete moving right. Oh, this is going to be really weird, because it's red on red. You then want to go forward on either side with a smooth quartz block. 3 red concrete. Smooth quartz block, red concrete, and then you'll connect in the middle at the end there. You can, just for fun, you can connect 2 more red concrete moving, actually from either side, so you're going to have 1 block available in the middle, and in this block you can just place an oak stair facing actually towards the build itself. Nothing crazy there. On the outsides of each smooth quartz block, you want to place a mangrove button. Then what you want to do is, how do I want to do this? Okay, get rid of your oak stair and get out red nether brick slabs. And you want to take the front corners of the car, but it's the actual back of the car, but it's the front more section of the grid. You want to take each corner here and place a red nether brick slab on it. Then move forward with a mangrove trap door and then a white wool. Do I have another image of the car? I don't. Nice. Connect the white wool together and then bring them each towards the build by 2, and then you can connect them together, just kind of, it'll be in front of the oak stair like that. On the front portion of the car, you can place red carpet, which would be the hood of the car, and then in between the red nether brick slab and mangrove trap doors here at the back, you can also place red carpet, just for consistency. Now, get rid of really anything, but you do need your white carpet still, and again, you want to get out either structure void, barriers, or strings. Structure voids I typically like to use, however, they don't. If you're, like, structure blocking this for whatever reason, structure voids don't go well with structure blocks. They're not friends. And also, for some reason, it might do it. Okay, yeah, it does do it. For some reason, it now, like, panes connect to it. So I'd actually use barriers, because barriers don't do that. And then on top of this whole, like, middle here, you can place just a 3x3 of white carpet. Not so bad. You can clear your inventory, and that's not where I want that. And you need, I think it's only, you actually need like 2 materials for this end part. You need birch fence and you need beehives. Beehives are just boxes. And, yeah, so. You want to take the front left-hand corner of the car here, and you want to bring this red concrete here left with 12 birch fence. Then you want to go back with 67. And then right by 49. And then from here, you want to essentially, you want to make sure you're facing towards the back, so you're not going to see much of anything behind the fence. You want to go, or unless you have something back there, you then want to go forward diagonally to the right with a birch fence. You want to bring it right 1, you want to bring it back 1, and then you want to go right by 6. Then forward by 67. And then you want to go across the front of the build with 32. And then you want to leave a 6-block gap. And then you're just going to connect to the car with 4 more birch fence. Fairly simple, nothing crazy happening. That back, we will worry about that little divot. That's where the fence kind of breaks. I want to say it's like that on Act 3 too, except I don't actually think there's anything back there. No, it's the magnet in Act 3. Is it? No, it's not. The magnet's not there. So I don't think there's actually anything there, but I feel like the fence is still broken. So you want to come to the right side, actually, because that's what I have first on my notes. And where you have, it will be red concrete in Act 3, but you have light blue concrete here, this wall, where it kind of comes out from the yellow. You want to inline with this pillar quartz block. You want to essentially trace to the right, and then you want to bring this birch fence up by 3. We're just going to start with this one because I find that easier. And then at the left side, you're going to, the light blue concrete again, this section here with the, like, it has the screw strap door on it for the power box. You're going to take the pillar quartz at the back of it, and you're going to trace it, and then you're going to count forward by 2, and then this one will be brought up by 3. Everything behind this you want to also bring up with 3 birch fence, or I guess at least every birch fence. Now, when you hit that weird divot thing at the back where it comes in, you want to bring the divot itself up by 2, and then the fence at the top 2 rows above it. Let me actually confirm this. Did I have an image? I don't think I have an image, do I? Oh, no, I do. Hold on, it's that one. Yeah, so the divot will be brought up by 2, and then the top 2 rows of the fence will just kind of go like behind it like this. So essentially they are going to connect in that 3rd row up of the fence, if we're including the bottom one in that count. And then the actual fence will go up by 1 more. I can show you what it looks like. Hold on, give me a second to finish this. That's basically what it gives you. If you want to come up with a more unique fence design, go for it. I might, before Act 3, I might fiddle with that. Because I did make one for, whatchamacallit. That's always good. Oh my god. Okay, I can't. You know, I wish I could really see what I was placing right now. How far does this go? What? Alright, well, we're just gonna ignore that and place the next row. See what I have to deal with this game? Man. It's so weird that it just started doing that recently, though. I don't understand that. But, yeah, anyway. I did make an interesting one for Act 2, which I will show you. I'm not gonna show you block for block what I did with Act 2 fence. Because, frankly, that would take way too long. I'll show you the dimensions, and I'll show you the important bits, but I'm not gonna show you the whole thing. Because the dimensions do matter for a couple things. Figured I'd just throw that out there, even though it's not important for this. Because this is Alpha 3, not Act 2. But I figure most of you who are watching this are going to also want to watch that. Okay. Come to the divot actually at the back. We do need one more set of materials after this. I just remembered, but it's fine. And you want to you want to be facing towards the fence. And directly left of the divot here, you can, or like this little, I guess, pop out. Kind of in this corner, you want to place a beehive. You can see where that is. Bring that beehive left by 1, and then bring that left or more beehive up by 1. Bring all those beehives forward, and then you want to extend kind of each of these rows up an additional 1 like that. And then you can place left and right of it just a 1 tall beehive. Also at the front and the middle too here, you can place 1 tall beehive as well. You're kind of just going to make box stacks. I can show you where they are. If you really don't want the block for block, then don't worry about it. But I'll just show you roughly where they are. Next one is near this acacia fence. If you're looking towards the left side, you're going to count, well, you're going to count towards the actual front of the build, so left from my perspective by 3, and then towards the left by 1, or back from my perspective, and you'll place 2 beehives moving left from my perspective. Bring this left or more 1, you want to bring it back, and also that same one up. And then from the kind of 2 tall, you'll leave a 1 block gap moving left and place another beehive. Again, that's all from my perspective. I would, if you want to just get them down to have them down, I would, that's fine, but I would afterwards, like, orient them and kind of make them facing different ways. I just find that more interesting. So you want to come to the, really, really messed up A-frame. It's the kind of middle support, I guess, of these 3. Yeah, that makes sense. And from this front one, you want to count backward diagonally to the right by 2. This is actually based on the back this time. And then you want to count right by 2, and it'll just be a single beehive. The next one, I think? No, actually. It's from the back half of this pillar. You want to... Is it? Yeah, it is. You want to count 4 diagonally to the left by 4. And then it'll be a beehive. From this next one, you'll take the frontmost support. And you will go backward diagonally to the left and place a beehive. Bring it back with a beehive, and then you want to bring 2 up from that one, so you have a nice little L. Left of that middle, you'll place 2 up, and then right of it, you'll also place 2 up, and then right of that one, you'll place 1. And then behind that, you'll kind of make the same, like, Tetris block shape. Basically, in line with the 3 tower, you'll place 1 behind it, and then you'll bring that individual one, left one, right one, and up one, like that. I think that's all of them. That is. However, you do want to come to the front of the build before I actually clear my inventory, because I want to place something. You want to come to the past the opening, and you'll count to the 3rd fence over, and then you'll count to the 3rd grass block in front of it, and just place a birch fence. That'll be important in a second here. You can, I guess, clear inventory. You could probably get away with not. And you want to get out smooth quartz slabs. Man, where's mangrove signs? I don't know where mangrove signs are. That's cool. There they are. Birch signs? Well, we're here. Yeah, it is birch. I had to make sure it was birch and not oak. Oak stairs. Cauldrons. And I went dark oak trapdoors for lids. You could do whatever. You could do gray carpet. You could do, I don't know. Anyway, on top of this lone birch fence, you want to place a smooth quartz slab with, on the right side of that, a mangrove slab with nothing on it. That's the little mailbox. Then count to the 7th fence, so from this opening. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. In front of that, place a cauldron. Bring it forward diagonally to the right with another cauldron. Place dark oak trapdoors on either one. Then from that front cauldron, you'll count right 2 and forward 1 and place another dark oak trapdoor. Then from that, you'll count right 2 and back 1 and place an oak stair that we'll say faces back. Then behind that, you'll place one that faces left. Right of that, you'll place one that faces forward, and then in front of that, you'll place one that faces left. And then you want to place a birch sign, and let me confirm what it says. I didn't actually get this down. That's awkward. Of course, it's the last step. So, this was pre-cringe, apparently. On the left, front left oak stair here, you want to place a birch sign, and you're just going to type lost, and then an and symbol. That's a hashtag. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I'm stupid. And then you'll go down a line, and you'll just type found. And it is actually perfectly aligned for me. You could, if you wanted to add, because I have it off-centered. I don't know how I did that. I guess if you wanted to add like 2 spaces behind lost and, it'll do that. And that looks a little bit better. And then you also actually need red dye. And you just want to red dye this. And then that's all. Now, interior I refuse to talk about right now. We'll get to that in a little bit, hopefully. I'm hoping that I can get like 2 floors done per part. That'd be nice. Although these will be very slow coming out. I'm just warning you, and I do apologize for that. But I'd rather take it slow and kind of chug along than, you know, speed through it. But, I will show you what I did with road and stuff. So, as you can see, it's kind of a simple grass path here. You could probably literally look at that and, like, copy it block for block. It's very simple. And then, kind of just on the edges, it does have these, like, weird kind of bumps things. So, I just added it randomly. And then road is just smooth sandstone stair, 6 gray concrete pad, and another stair. Player house is Alpha 2 player house, which I have the old one. I have not remade this. I don't know if I will. I might. But, yeah, here. I probably will at some point. But you can see what, the 2 windows at the front are actually not boarded up anymore like they were in Alpha 2. But, yeah, now all we really have is the interior, and then we're done. So, hold on. I'll press the right button. No, I won't. I will not press the right button. Cue the outro. Well, yeah, that's all I have to show for the exterior of your Hello Neighbor Alpha 3 neighbor house. Again, the interior will be done. I don't know what I'm actually going to do, but it shouldn't be too hard, hopefully, with the top. Act 3, I think, is going to be the nightmare one. So just be ready for that, boys. But, yeah, again, or if you are a member, you will hopefully get everything, maybe even up to, like, 2 weeks earlier. I'm not really sure, because it's been kind of weird with that. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think of this Alpha 3 house in the comments down below. Also, one other thing, you should probably add barriers under the windows. I mentioned that in Alpha 2, but I forgot to mention it here. Just so you can actually, jump through the windows and stuff. And, yeah, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.